Hello.
Hi.
Look at you. Okay, so I'm Jetpack.
And I'm Gooba.
And so I give Gooba so much shit because he is so quiet. So quiet. So that's why he just yelled. And I appreciate it because it probably didn't come across as a yell. It probably came across as the right level. So keep that energy, Gooba.
I'm gonna try my best. I know that I can get very quiet on these streams, especially when we're streaming together. So I'm gonna be yelling in your ear this whole time.
I would appreciate that because it's much better than getting audio where you're like, and then maybe, so you do a little, and then have a, like that.
Well, your filters are so aggressive on your computer that it just like cuts off.
Just I do not have a baritone voice, Gooba. Yours are aggressive for my voice.
I suppose.
Are we fighting right now? Hang on. Just kidding. But yeah, this is the first stream in general we've done together in a while, and also the first Nancy stream in a while.
Yeah. I don't even remember what the last one was.
No clue.
No idea.
No clue.
That's definitely my fault. I've been traveling a lot for work, so I just haven't, in general, been streaming very much.
True, yeah, I've been picking up the streamer slack. I mean,
they're all here for you anyway. So.
That's not true. That's not
yeah,
true.
What's been going on?
Think
What?
the ring light just shifted. Same old same. Hang on, I'm gonna. On. I'm trying to turn on a light.
Very professional.
It's not working.
Studio we got going.
But yeah, I dropped a Nancy related video. What was this? What was that?
It was the AI generator.
Yeah,
thing?
yeah. I forgot about that.
It was a good one.
The problem is I'm working on so many Nancy stuff at once, and I have so many ideas in my head, and we have so much scheduled out that I can't remember what just recently got published. But yeah, I ran the Nancy Drew game titles through the Dolly Mini AI generator. So it just like takes keywords you input and it spits out images. So I think it's 9, if I'm remembering correctly. It's either 9 or 12 images.
9 images.
Okay, 9 images. And yeah, I kind of ran through them, my favorite, my least favorite. Some of them were really boring. Some of them were really creepy. Some of them were really cool. So I was really excited to do that. I was so excited to do that. Otherwise, Gooba just finished up a video.
Yeah. So that'll be out on Thursday.
You can guess what the subject matter is, I'm sure, but
if you have been following us at all, you probably know that there's a specific game series that I just refuse to stop talking about. And,
yeah, I mean, people who are so crazy about a specific series are super weird.
I know, right?
Right?
It doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I've got a video pertaining to The Last of Us 2 coming out on Thursday. I won't say what it is. I'll let that be a surprise. But it's a good one, I think. I liked it. It's kind of a random idea I had a few months ago that I was like, yeah, I think I could turn that into something. And then I actually wrote out a full video, and now I'm like, it's one of my favorites that I've done.
Hey, Beezus, yeah, I wrangled him in for this one.
I am here.
He even picked the Silent Spy. This is his pick.
Yeah.
Which is pretty, on par. If those of us watching who have seen my Nancy Drew Games as Zodiac video, because I gave Cancer Silent Spy, and he is a Cancer. So, I mean, did I nail it, or did I nail it?
I'm looking to get sad. That's what my general goal is.
Gooba is a certified sad boy. Mm-hmm. He loves sad things. And you know what I put together? I don't know if I even told you, but I was like, wait a minute. The reason Gooba loves me is because I'm depressed. He loves sad things.
You figured it out. You got me.
I'm the sad thing.
Oh, man.
This game is so out there, but honestly, one of your top faves. Ooh, that's interesting. Because it's not one of mine. But yeah, it's a quality game. I will say that. But sad things, not for me. I'm too sad.
I don't remember a whole lot of this one. Like I think I played this with you over like Zoom or something. We were still long distance. Do you remember?
Zoom? Who are you playing Nancy Drew games with? Because it wasn't me.
No, it was with you. It was
Zoom?
Right at the start of quarantine.
Sure.
And yeah, because I wanted to play a Nancy Drew, so I think we played together over.
No. He's thinking about something.
Don't know.
He's thinking about his other girlfriend.
Oh my god. Don't drop that on. No, but it's been like 2 years since I've played this one. I remember enjoying it, though. So
I'm almost positive the last time I played it was the hypothetical Zoom session too. So I did play it for a little bit of game footage for some YouTube videos, but yeah, I think we're in the same boat, Gooba. What else? Anything else you want to talk about?
Thank you for helping us get to 500 subs on YouTube. That's awesome. We're excited about that.
I remember looking at YouTube and be like, 50 subscribers.
I feel like every milestone we get to, I'm like, wait, weren't we just at like...
Yeah. I remember when my little brother created like 5 accounts so that we would hit 200.
And then the YouTube thought they were bots.
Yep,
so they removed a bunch of them.
I played this on repeat in college for a while. I knew it like the back of my hand. Oh, so you might be helpful with stream.
You will be very helpful on this one.
Yeah.
So yeah, what else has been?
Oh, thanks. Yeah, no worries.
Thank
I'm
you.
always on mobile. I'm always way behind. So totally understand. But yeah, thanks. Exciting stuff. We're really excited about it.
Yeah, and to celebrate, we did a poll on our Instagram on what you guys would like to see as a 500 sub celebration, and the winner was a day in the life of Roxy video,
which was Gooba's idea. He was all into it. Like, those of you who don't know, Gooba and Roxy are best friends. I have had Roxy for 11 years. I've had her since she was a little puppy, newborn. Earliest time it was safe to remove from the mother. And like the second time she saw Gooba, I was nothing to her. I was garbage. She would drag me into traffic just for the chance of a hug with Gooba. Like, it's not even close.
My buddy. Sitting by my feet and speak. But yeah, we're gonna do a video with her as the focal point this time. Yeah. So that'll be fun. We're working on that. Anything else?
No, I think that's it. I think we should into it. What do you think, Gooba?
Hop on into the sadness.
Sadness. Okay, let me switch on over. I think we're golden. If the sound is off, if anything doesn't sound good, please let us know. Actually, you know what? Hang on. I'm gonna... Well, no. I'm okay.
I made a YouTube vid about my dog, and it has, no joke, 200,000 views.
Holy my gosh.
Wow. That's amazing. Congrats on that.
That's awesome. Oh, Julie plus cats. Hello. Oh my goodness. Hi. We're just about to start.
Thank you so much.
Let me see here.
Hey, pal. You're just blowing from stupid
Hang on, I can do this. I did it.
Good job.
Stardew. Oh my gosh, yes. I just started my Stardew addiction. I don't have that many hours, but I'm so into it. It's very cozy. I feel like kind of overwhelmed, but I think I get the gist of it. Basically, cozy vibes, farm. I mean, that's it.
Good times.
Yeah. I tried to get you to play it a few times.
I think I sat with you when you streamed it one time.
Yeah.
And it looks fun. I'm sure I would get into it if I put the time, but
What is 100% save? What is that? I don't know. I don't know what it is. I too am silent when I spy. Yes, yes, Playgrad. Yes.
feel
Avoid
like-
making a mega farm. What does that mean?
Clearly, we're Stardew noobs.
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
these are new terms for us.
So I want to like try to get my little brother and him to make a farm with me, but like I don't even know enough about the game to even put that together.
You would end up doing 100% of the work.
Oh my gosh, you guys would like hit each other with axes if that's possible. Okay, you can get 100% perfection in the game, but that's a later thing. Okay, like don't make a farm with 300 crops unless you want to. Okay, yeah, no, don't worry about that. I think my farm, like the farmland plot area, is probably about 24 by 24, roughly. So I'm new. Like has regrets. I can see that. I can see that.
That's fair.
Yeah, but we were literally just starting. So let's get into it. We are gonna go amateur.
Yeah. I'm not about to. I'm not at Master Sleuth level yet. I don't know if I ever will be.
There's a total difference between Master Sleuth and streaming while playing Master Sleuth. Like, I don't know what it is. While you're streaming, your brain's at half capacity. That's it. You okay?
Yeah.
You said something.
No.
Okay. I was trying to flip on and off the lamp, but that's a no, I guess. Alright. You want to read this? You gotta be loud, Gooba.
Nancy Drew, our agency has been monitoring your progress for some time now, and we are quite impressed with your accomplishments. I'll get to the point. Certain events have forced our organization to reopen a case that has gone unsolved for the last 8 years. Although impressive, your fieldwork experience is only part of the reason we're requesting your help. Simply put, Miss Drew, we're asking for your help not because of what you can do, but because of who you are. 8 years ago, Kate Drew died in a single automobile crash in the outskirts of Glasgow. This official version of your mother's death is, as you may have suspected, not the entire story. Her death was not an accident. We have strong evidence that Kate was killed by the very group she was investigating. We need your help. We've included a plane ticket and have a room ready for you at Glaucus Lodge. You will be briefed upon arrival. There is no time to spare. The future of Glasgow may rest in your hands. Office of International Affairs, M15. MI5.
Oh, it looks like I thought it was 15 too. Thank you for the lurk. And you said where your chat gets bored and stuck. Yeah, that's a concern too. Also, thank you, Pasta Pal, for the follow. Appreciate that.
Appreciate you guys.
Biza says, "What is a single automobile crash?" Is that what it says?
Yeah. I think it's like just a crash only involving one car.
Yeah, but I mean, it's such a weird way to put it.
That is a yeah.
It was a pileup.
Ah.
Multi-car.
One car.
Hey, Naya. Thank you for the lurk. Appreciate ya. Alright. I wanted to flip the light on and off. This is bullshit.
Cut the stream. We're done.
Cut the stream. Also, what an awkward picture.
Yeah.
Kind of caught her off guard. Okay. Unicorn with flames.
Sick.
Sick.
Nancy, you're so cool.
Yeah, I'm with you, Beezus. No, that was weird phrasing. Gooba's the odd one here.
Why did the music cut?
Because she's playing the piano.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Residence, Kate speaking. You know this line isn't secure. Moira, stop. I'll call you.
I wish they would have used a different voice actor for
Yeah.
Kate.
It's very clearly Lonnie.
Yeah. A cute little coat, though.
Want a coat like that?
Kinda.
Okay.
I feel about that
This is where
transition.
Mom was in the picture.
Yeah, it's a little.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now what? Hey, my suitcase!
I'm on it. That guy's a thief! I really thought I was going to get that guy. Sorry.
Thanks
Okay.
for trying.
I'm Alec.
Nancy, that's a nice offer, but why would you want to do that? It doesn't look like you work here.
I'm in the business of finding people who don't want to be found.
Well, I won't turn down help. So you're a private eye?
I'm more of a skip tracer. When someone goes off the grid, I get a call and track them down. They skip, I
Thanks.
trace.
I had some very important things that belonged to my mom in that suitcase. I really need them back.
Go check into your hotel. I will find your suitcase.
Okay.
My hero.
So my thing is I would not have shown back up. If I failed chasing after a guy who stole Nancy's suitcase, I would just not come back. That's embarrassing.
He's like, I'm on it. I'll go get him. Like, walks back in, super like, slowly, like, hey.
Right. Hey, you.
He was fast.
Yeah, I think it's because I didn't have my Crocs in like overdrive mode. I didn't have time to like flip the little handle part back. So I mean he got away.
I was still at home mode, and then I tried halfway through to switch into overdrive, and it just took too long.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, my finger slipped. I missed the. I was just
It's locked.
iconic.
Nancy, glad you made it. I'm your cathedral contact, Ewan. There is a case file in your room. Read it, memorize it. That's your playbook. It'll keep you alive. I've got a bit of housekeeping to do. Get settled. I'll call you when I'm ready.
Get settled. Gooba, you won't get settled.
Get settled.
I was invited to Glasgow to investigate the unexplained events that led to my mother's death 8 years ago. Wow, hell of an observation, Nancy.
I mean, Nancy's always wanted to talk about her
mom's death, yes.
death to everybody else. So
Oh my gosh,
it
yes, she
makes
is.
sense that there's a whole game focused on it.
Now I want to talk about this hotel room. There's a lot going on. I don't know if it was a choice with the yellow and the pink, you know what I'm saying? And the orange. It's just a lot. And the pink walls.
Yeah,
It's a lot.
I wouldn't have noticed that if you didn't say anything, but now that I'm looking at it, it's
It's overwhelming to me.
contrasting.
Yeah. Money.
They gave me money.
Does Scotland just have coins? They have to have bills.
They have to
right?
have bills, right?
America? Copy 2 of 2. Somebody else has the first copy. Top secret. Eyes. Oh, wait, no. Eyes only. Is that what it said?
I don't.
I clicked too fast.
Cathedral eyes only, maybe.
Maybe. You want me to take this one?
You can take this one.
Alright, here we go. Miss Drew, I must welcome you to Scotland with very unfortunate news. You have been led here under false pretenses. You are not here as a guest of Cathedral. You were not asked here to investigate the death of your mother by MI5. You have been lied to. Kate Drew, your mother... What?
Nothing.
Oh, you're just reaction. Kate Drew, your mother was a Cathedral operative. 8 years ago, a small cell associated with a terrorist organization known as Revenant attempted to attack Glasgow. Kate was instrumental in stopping the attack, now known as the Colony Operation. We believe the organization your mother took offline has returned to full strength and is now planning to mount the attack once more. We believe you have been brought here by Revenant for reasons we do not yet fully understand. If this is overwhelming, do not worry. We will give you access to information as needed. We are in the process of briefing your contact on the situation. We will bring you in soon. Your first priority is to locate and make contact with a local reporter named Moira Chisholm. She was considered a person of interest in the attempted attack in Scotland, but was never directly connected. She has since refused to cooperate with this organization. We will be keeping close watch on you at all times, but this does not mean you will be protected. Please note the difference. Move forward cautiously and trust no one. Everyone who approaches you will be considered a suspect. Attached, you will find a basic brief to get you somewhat caught up on what you need to know. Brief. Cathedral, an organization dedicated to the safety of Glasgow and surrounding areas. This organization acts as an intelligence outpost and reports to MI5. It is the equivalent to what would be a local branch of the FBI in the US. Colony Operation, the attempted non-lethal biological attack on Glasgow that was thwarted by Cathedral operatives 8 years ago. The party responsible for the attack was never confirmed, though it is believed Revenant was involved. Current intelligence points to signs that the operation may be restarting. Colony Formula. The colony attack required a very specific and difficult to produce biological element. It is believed, but not verified, that Kate Drew found a way to destroy all records of the formula and place the individual responsible for creating it into hiding. Revenant. Very little is known about this group. Revenant is believed to be behind a number of terrorist events around the globe over the course of the last few decades. Paradoxically, this same group has been linked to as many counter-terrorist activities during the same period. The aim of this organization is not yet known. It sounds like the organization wants certain people in power. It's called Glasgow Glam. You wouldn't understand. I am not up to date with Glasgow Glam. I'm so sorry. And eyes only. Yeah. It just makes it seem like top secret, eyes only. Don't you dare listen to this case file. Oh gosh, you listened to it. You didn't read it, you listened to it. He's gonna get you.
I gotta go.
Zoinks.
Jinkies.
Okay. Need an extra pillow.
Ooh. Grow up.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not used to Glasgow Glam. I'm all about Chicago chic. So, is that good? You like that?
That was good.
See, I make Gooba cheer me on.
That's done.
That's how you never not have support. I prompt him.
She
Praise
forces
me.
support.
Praise me. I did well.
The American girl.
Do I know you?
You do now. I'm Bridget. I'll be outside. There's something very important I need to tell you.
Ranger danger.
How weird is that? Like, honestly, she's gonna be outside in the, like, courtyard area. Why not wait? Why not wait? You had to be all up in my business. Service. All right. What's that from, Gooba?
Give me a second.
Got this.
The fork on the left.
Nope. Room service. All right.
I assume it's from a Nancy game.
It is.
And the main floor.
Blackmore?
Oh, that was a good guess, though. Anybody in chat know?
It might be good to read up on the attack.
Need-
Okay, while you brainstorm, I'm gonna
Okay.
do some more reading.
Okay.
The Glasgow Daily Standard. In a colony's shadow. As July 14th... Not yet. Years. Many pause to remember the attack that almost devastated Glasgow nearly a decade ago. The thwarted attack, nicknamed the Colony Operation by Intelligence Committee, was intended to destabilize the governmental power structure of the Greater Glasgow region. The most unique feature of the attempted attack was the custom incubated virus, a formula built to sicken but not kill. The nation's leading epidemiologists have yet to isolate what has been referred to as the final formula. Jesus knows. You gonna give up?
Hold on.
Okay, he's gonna think some more.
Did you get room service?
Years later, more questions remain than answers. Authorities continue to investigate leads, hoping one day to answer the three most critical issues at stake. If a second attack is planned, when would it occur? And of course, why? Blast Corey, a potential nuisance. Don't guess again, Gooba? Room service. All right.
It's on the tip of my tongue. Scarlet Hand?
No, there's no room service in Scarlet Hand.
Dang it, I was trying to think of ones where we have a hotel.
Think. You want to guess one more time?
Carousel?
Haunted Carousel? Jesus? Give us your answer. I was block and a half away from my flat when the alarm rang out 8 years ago. It was the first time I'd heard the civil defense sirens rings in Glasgow. I remember looking at the crowd standing with me on the street. I remember the novelty. I have no idea what to do. A man standing next to me announced with what seemed to be the appropriate amount of cheer, should I hide under something? Then the siren stopped and the PA crackled on. Jetpack is reading about biowarfare, and Gooba is thinking hard about room service. Yes. And
This is just my regular my regularly scheduled sadness. It doesn't really affect me
like
anymore.
this is some sad content, Gooba.
I know, but I mean, everything I interact with is sad content. So,
And Biza says Haunted Carousel. You were both
my
correct.
third one
Yeah.
was right. All right,
Haunted Carousel.
I'm happy now.
We ran to our houses, we taped our windows shut, we turned on our TVs to see a parade of reporters, military officials, doctors, terrorism experts. We saw them all share the same stunned blankness we felt at home. I have no idea what to do. Should I hide under something? This was well written. I like this. Then we saw the test pattern take over the broadcast, the strange design we now know to be Revenant's logo, the demand to remain inside and await further instruction. That doesn't happen here. This is Glasgow. The news reporters were back, blinking at us as we blinked at them. Should we hide under something? Following the day of the thwarted attack, that thought wrapped tightly around my cerebral cortex. I took a day in. I filled my stories from home. We all did. Days went by. I sat hunched over my laptop, poured through every report I could find. I was lost in the detail. The bombs, chemical propellant systems really, pulled offline at the last second. The test pattern, so strong, it overtook every street. This game is so like the coronavirus. It's kind of scary.
Which one has like a reference to coronavirus in it?
So, it's not well. I don't think it referenced coronavirus, but Deadly Device has corona in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not related. I mean,
I didn't think so, but I just remember, like, shortly after like quarantine started, we
saw corona.
one of us was
everywhere.
playing that, saw
Yeah,
corona.
yeah.
Like, oh my god, there it is. Not like excited about it. So,
You're like,
That
oh
was-
my gosh, Cuba.
here. No.
Cuba's fucking fangirling over it.
Oh my god.
You're terrible.
I know.
Wait, hang on. Oh no.
Didn't work.
No, my cancel Gooba didn't work. There we go. Gooba's been canceled. Hang on a second. Gooba, get in the screen. Did it work? I hope it
I
worked.
can't tell. There it is. Yeah.
Here we go. I've been waiting to do that.
You had something important to tell me?
Just that I love
I had to duck out of the way.
Some people say you're ignorant, entitled slobs, but not me.
I don't know that was important.
Of course it is. You've got the best cities, the best bands, Hollywood. Your star may be fading, but you're still the cool kids at the global lunch table. Teach me your ways.
Okay, girl.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I'm sort of in the middle of something
No
pretty
autographs.
important. I'm a little overbooked.
You say that now, but I can tell we're going to be friends. Or enemies. Either way, get used to this face right here.
I kind of wish they would have put a character. Oh, they did actually. I was just thinking. I wish they put a character who didn't like Americans, but they did do that. Oh, we haven't
seen them yet.
Spoken with her.
How could you tell I'm an American?
I've got a sixth sense about these things. I saw a guy on the train. I just walked up to him and said, "You're from Belgium, aren't you?" He wasn't, but he should have been. He just had that look. Can I follow you around for a whole lot?
You seem really nice,
The nicest. Ask me, Gran.
but I can't really have anyone following me. Please, don't take it personally.
Nancy acts so
No, I
conspicuously
understand.
in this game. She's like, I can't have anyone following me. It's like, okay. Are you here for secretive reasons? Like, I never would have guessed.
No, nothing suspicious, but don't follow me.
Right.
Do you work or go to school or what do you do?
You think I'm from Glasgow?
Is that okay?
No! It's glorious. I'm actually from Wetton. It's always been a dream of mine to live in the city. And I'm sort of
Let me
checking it
Google
out to see
Wetton.
if it's for me.
I'm gonna see how big Wetton is.
How
Wetton,
long are you
Wetton.
going to be in Glasgow?
Not long. You?
I have no idea.
There's Wetton, Scotland. Small village. I want to know how many people.
Church population.
Gosh, Gooba. Why I keep you around?
Just this specific reason?
Yeah. Where does it say population? Prisoner of war camp, no. No.
We're just looking for the fun trivia.
We want the fun trivia. Huh. Oh, population of 714
Dang.
in 2011. That's a tiny
Can
town.
you tell me a little bit about Scotland?
Just a bit then. Well, it's old, it's cold, and I like it all the same. I got a book about it. I could get it for you. It's only up in my room.
Go ahead.
Okay, bye.
Now we. Okay, your turn.
Okay. Let me get my...
Oh, you can do an accent?
I don't know if I can.
I don't think you should insult the people.
Had we never loved, say kindly. Had we never loved, say blindly. Never met or never parted. We had ne'er been broken-hearted. Robert Burns.
How about, had we never loved so kindly, had we never loved so blindly, never met or never farted, you ran away when I farted. Robert Burns.
Should have said you ran away when I sharded.
No. Hey, Fear. Thanks for the lurk. Appreciate ya. So, fun fact. Helena, aka Story Retold, voiced this person.
Really?
Hello. You want to make some money? Then make some
Isn't that cool?
cookies.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Up down there. Make it exactly as shown if you want to get paid. The more cookies you make, the wealthier you get.
Isn't that cool? Like, before I never heard it. But, after she said that, I was like, oh my gosh.
Done.
You wanna make another?
Okay.
Earn some cash.
Alright, so we got...
There you go. Cause see, there's no red sprinkles inside the bear, right?
Oh, you're smart.
Sometimes. Serve her up.
Not bad.
There you
Yeah.
go. Alright, I'm gonna do another. I like making cookies. I think it was Nancy versus Nancy who maxed out the cookie quota.
It wouldn't let her make any more.
Right. Uh-oh. I fudged it. I fudged it.
Just wasting cookies now.
I know. Okay. Gooba. Stop it.
All right.
I did it.
Good job.
And they put a little jackalope in the background. Oh yeah, they did, didn't they? Right here. And a coin.
Pretty
Any more
neat.
coins in here? Because she went by little jackalope before she was story retold.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Gooba was just vibing with the little jackalope.
Well, one of my favorite breweries in Nashville is called Jackalope.
Oh, yep. There you
That
go.
sounds cool.
There you go. You want to read these to us, Gooba?
I know which one you wanted me to read.
Yeah, you want to read? You want to read for us?
Stovies, Eeps, and Tatties. Polkennon,
Oh, hi. Ray.
Black Bun, Scotch Pie, Buttery, probably pronounced Buttery,
Butt tree.
Hippers, Haggis, I know how to say that one.
There you go.
Tablet, that doesn't look like iPad.
Gooba. Gooba, you're so funny.
Dundee Cake,
Crocodile.
Smokies, Cranachan, I don't know, and Jammy Sandwiches.
Cranachan sounds like somebody's last name. Like, oh yeah, that's old Billy Cranachan. This
That's
is
old.
Roxy. She says hello. She's being camera shy right now. Hi.
Rip, say hi.
Rippy, say hi. She needs a haircut. Little stinker. Thank you, Car. Sweetheart. Fizzy drink. Glex. What are Glex?
Google machine.
Away. Okay, let's do some checks.
Still haven't. That's
Spoke.
done. Can't check that off yet.
Stinky? Oh, you're so smelly. Can't be pulling my tank top down, Roxy. Not that kind of stream. Visit Scotland's wild side, Loch Lomond. Relax on the bonny shores or boat to the islands. Great Britain's largest inland lake. Explore adjoining Trossachs National Park. Loch Ness, home of the legendary monster Nessie. Visit the stunning Urquhart Castle. Trek through the surrounding highlands. Glaucus Lodge. Stay in luxury, live like royalty in the heart of Glasgow. The best place to stay in Scotland. Brady Armstrong. The rooms, the service, the food. It's first class all the way. Maddie Jensen. Can you tell me who these characters are from?
I know Brady Armstrong is the dude in Stay Tuned for.
Yes. He's gotten small appearances, like, via posters and stuff. Like, similar to this. But yes, he's from... Wait, no, what did you say?
Is it Stay Tuned for
No,
Danger?
sorry. No, not Brady Armstrong. My brain was going like 20 miles. I didn't even listen to you.
Sorry, what?
Brady Armstrong is from Final Scene.
Oh, dang
Yeah.
it.
Maddie Jensen is from Stay Tuned for Danger.
Okay.
You're probably thinking of Rick Garland.
Yeah, probably.
And to answer your question, because I only trim her like hair in front of her eyes. She doesn't handle haircuts well, so we have her it done professionally. You
She's
take the
not a fan
baby.
of that either.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Pull down my shirt, girl.
Could be. Nope.
She says you need all the help you can get. Okay. Wyvern's Gate Station. Platforms for Loch Lomond, Bearsden, Griffnock.
Oh, so I looked up what a Gleck was.
A Gleck, yeah? Oh
I
yeah.
could not find actually. They're the only like somewhat reasonable definition was like an old Scottish dictionary.
Oh, so maybe like a little translator guide.
Yeah.
That could have came in
Um,
handy.
There was also an Urban Dictionary.
Oh no.
One that I will not say.
Yeah, don't do that. Right off.
But that was the first one I saw. I was like, nope, that's not it.
I'm gonna have to look that up. But yeah, we can get a button, a t-shirt, a mug, a t-shirt with the Transformer on it, Unicorn Crossing, one of these thingies, a Transformer guy. Is this like the mascot of Scotland or something? It's got like a flag on his
Scotland
chest.
man.
Yeah, Scotland
Captain,
man.
Captain Scotland.
Little jackalope.
I want the Wyvern t-shirt.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you call it?
Oh.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. So
Look
a
at you.
wyvern is a dragon that has
Oh,
4 limbs.
It's some Game of Thrones shit.
No, it's from I don't actually know like what lore it comes from.
Oh,
Supposedly-
look at him.
Dragons have only 2 legs and then their wings. Wyverns have 4
Oh,
legs.
thank
and
you.
wings.
I appreciate that. You want to know what my favorite kind of dragon is?
Don't know.
Do you want to know my favorite kind of dragon?
Nope.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Dragon D's.
That's why I stopped. I knew what you were going.
Dragon D's? Okay, alright, whatever. Gooba doesn't want to play around long.
Why did you come alone? Don't you have family?
Seeking
Friends? Surely you
another
have a boyfriend.
stream
I do.
teammate.
Then why do you travel so lonely?
This isn't exactly a vacation.
Oh yeah, same Jesus. I don't want to go. And I work from home, so that's a conundrum.
That commute is a
Yeah.
real killer sometimes.
Oh, it gets me. Whenever I so I wake up and I'll sit like in our living room, which is literally right over there, and I'll drink my coffee, and then Gooba will come out and be like, "Man, wish me luck. I'm gonna go on this commute to work." I just walk like, what is it, 10 feet over here, and then I'll go, "Oh man, that was a bad one."
I need you to find someone for me.
I am to please.
A reporter named Moira Chisholm. Word is no one knows how to find her. That seems right in your wheelhouse.
If I knew what the wheelhouse is, I'd agree.
I think it's in a boat.
Well, that seems useless.
Or it's a baseball thing?
Double useless. But yes, I'm on it.
What is it, Gooba?
I don't know.
Tell us.
but I
You
don't think it's in-
knew what a four-legged dragon was. Wait, okay, hang on. So when you say four-legged dragon,
So, or maybe I have it backwards. Maybe a wyvern is the one that only has 2 legs and then wings, and a dragon has 4 legs and wings.
okay.
See, now I'm doubting myself.
I'm just like,
Game of Thrones knowledge is worn.
it's Game of Thrones. I knew it.
Well, there's
I knew
only
it.
dragons in Game of Thrones. There's no.
It looks like it all just has 2.
Yeah, so a wyvern only has
2.
2 legs
And then the wings.
which means that the dragons in Game of Thrones are actually wyverns.
Oh, got him. Cancel the series. Remake
Well, it's
it.
already over.
Remake it.
Well, they are doing a
Bring it back, then cancel it.
a prequel and now a sequel series with Jon Snow.
Oh, this is insulting. Are they calling me Dumbatron?
Bart.
Signaling problem. Uh-oh. Eerie tone. Who put this as my ringtone?
You have attracted our attention.
Ooh.
This is your first test. You will find an envelope.
Got your attention?
Take it to the 10 Raven pub in Giftnet. If you do, you will be rewarded.
Okay.
Here's a hint.
Carrier checking in. Challenge code for agent CMYK0110. The colony operation has been terminated.
Wouldn't you like to know more?
Was that Mom?
What?
So, we have the option to listen to their demands or not. What are we going to do, Gooba?
No.
You don't want to?
Oh wait, no, yeah, we can.
You want to?
Yeah, let's hear the demands.
No. So, we
I don't-
can either do what they demanded of us, or we don't
Oh,
do that.
no, we don't do that.
You don't want to?
No. I don't know. What's the right answer?
I'm trying to sow some chaos here, Gooba. So
I figured not listening to them would chaos.
okay, yeah, you're right. So do we want to be
Non-conformity.
chaotically good or chaotically evil? The question. You seem we're gonna go with your gut here. You said we're gonna behave. We're gonna say, you stinky ass revenant. Say it with me, Gooba. Ready?
The dinky ass revenant.
There you go.
Can't check. Have
Okay.
I done that?
It says drop off envelope as instructed or not. You want to look what's in the locker? We don't have to drop it off, but we can look. What do you say?
I missed what you were reading, chat. Sorry.
I said, would I in real life? No way. I would never do it. No. Would you? In real life?
What? Go along? Like,
Gooba.
listen to their demands?
Yeah, stay with me here.
Oh no.
Okay, yeah. Okay, my question was, do you want to see what's in the locker
Yes.
without dropping it off? Okay. It was 46, right?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, you lied, Gooba.
I lied.
I just wasted €2.
49.
Save the date. July 14th. That was the day of the attack. Formal invitation to follow. Rippy, it's okay.
It's okay, Rip.
Pull her closer to you. Pull her closer, tiny puppy.
I'm here,
What are
tiny
we
puppy.
doing? I don't even know what we're doing. Oh, we're trying to find Moira. And Alec is going to look for him, so maybe let's go see what she has to say.
I got that book you wanted. Here you go.
Scotland, a traveler's guide.
Thanks.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Occupying the northern third of Great Britain, Scotland's wealth of history and scenery offers something for every traveler. Big scenery abounds, from the beauty of the valleys in the south to the inspiring highlands of the north. History permeates the weather-worn castles and stunning architecture. Culinary masterpieces highlighting the local flavors are served in restaurants across the nation. And everywhere you go, the welcoming and friendly locals will be there to help you on your way. Not even hear more of your dead mom. Ah. Yeah, I didn't think about that portion. I don't know.
I bet that would be a big factor.
Yeah. I didn't think of it in that respect. I feel like as long as it was as harmless as dropping this off into a mailbox, I would do it. But if it was anything more involved than that...
Yeah, that's where I'd draw the...
Okay, Edinburgh. The capital of Scotland is the most popular city for tourists in the country. Be sure to visit the numerous museums and architectural treasures in Old Town and New Town. Creative. Love that. Where stunning views from Edinburgh Castle and soaking up history at the National Museum of Scotland are not to be missed. Edinburgh also hosts numerous festivals throughout the year, including the world-famous International Film Festival, an International Jazz and Blues Festival, and the Military Tattoo. What? What? What's a military tattoo?
I don't know.
Glasgow. With world-class art galleries, plentiful parks, and chic restaurants and clubs, modern Glasgow offers more than its industrial image of old. The city's origins trace back to the 6th century, and Saint Mungo, patron saint of the city, whose crypt rests in the lower church of the magnificent Glasgow Cathedral. For art lovers, the Burrell Collection and the Kelvingrove Art Gallery and Museum have some of the finest collections in all of Great Britain. Glasgow boasts a teeming nightlife and some of the finest shopping in the nation. You want to take this one?
Southern Scotland, consisting of the Borders and Dumfries and Galloway.
Dumfries.
Dumfries. The rolling hills of the rural south may have more resident sheep than people, but a wealth of historical sites abound in the area. Visit the ruins of This is why you made me this one.
No.
Caerlaverock Castle, the ancient abbeys of Dryburgh and Jedburgh, or the planted grounds of the Logan Botanic Garden. Scotland's literary figures are well represented in the region, with Sir Walter Scott's home at Abbotsford the star attraction.
Central Scotland. Located between Glasgow and Edinburgh and the Highlands, Central Scotland is largely farmland and forest. The country's first national park, the Trossachs, adjoined the legendary Loch Lomond on the western edge. On the eastern shore is St. Andrews, the home of golf. inside of the famous St. Andrews Links golf course. Scotland's history of inventors is represented at Falkirk, where visitors can see Falkirk Wheel and the world's first rotating boat lift in action. Highlands, making up nearly half of the Scottish mainland, the rugged splendor of the Highlands provides some of the most breathtaking views in the country. Visit the Isle of Skye, to which Bonnie Prince Charles Lee fled after his defeat at Culloden, or take a picture of the famously photographed Eileen Donnan Castle. The area is also rich in clan history and traditions, including the infamous betrayal at Glencoe between the MacDonalds and the Campbells. Take it away, Gooba.
Orkney and Shetland Islands, located off the northern end of the nation. Remote location of the Orkney and Shetland Islands make these isles a little visited destination. For tourists who do visit the area, they are treated to some of the best prehistoric monuments in Europe. Erebray, the stones of Stennis, and ancient burial tombs can be found on Orkney, while Shetland is home to the Jarlshof prehistoric and Norse settlement. The islands are also home to nature preserves where millions of seabirds congregate for the breeding season.
La. Yeah, but you want to do me a favor and pop this window open? I'd appreciate it. It's getting dark in here.
Turn the lights.
Yeah, but could you also do that? See, that just adds so much further. All the way. Not all the way. A little higher. There we go. Thank you. I appreciate you. I don't know. Oh yeah, we're supposed to. Where were we supposed to drop this off? Raven Pub in. Oh. Flashback.
Flashback.
Hey, Gooba. Wait, no, we're not gonna do it. I forgot you said we weren't gonna do it. Sorry.
Well, we're here. Do you want to do it?
We don't have to. We needed to get this anyway.
Okay. This is a bop.
This is the Her Interactive team.
Is it really?
Screwdriver. What screwdriver makes that noise? That was the same noise as when you press the buttons for alchemy in Blackmore Manor. Isn't that weird how I know that? It was the same
A
noise.
little, but I mean, I know how much you've played that game, so
Yeah.
it's not that surprising.
Same noise. Okay, breakfast. Fry up. Black pudding pork sausage. Porridge with salt. Scottish breakfast. Full traditional breakfast. Kippers. Pickled herring. Breads and pastries. Scotch pie. A meat pastry. A buttery. Buttry. The savory Aberdeen rowie. Whatever that is. Bannock is oat cakes. That sounds good. Dundee cake is traditional fruit cake topped with almonds. Black bun is a fruit cake in a pastry crust.
I know some of these words.
They're having a good time. Oh, we can talk to him. Uh-oh.
Oh no!
You have failed. There will be no reward. Shame. Now you will never know.
I don't give a fuck.
I think I found your friend.
Great. Where?
Fair warning, she's a hitter. She hit me.
Did you provoke her?
Well, just a little.
You like that?
Why is she
I
so-
recognize the noise.
She
Thanks,
wrote an
Beavis.
article I thought was pretty interesting.
About hitting strangers, no doubt. She's out in Bearston. You can take the train out there.
Bearsden.
Bearsden.
Got it?
Got it.
Alright, thank you, Gooba.
Have you heard
You're my
of the
memory.
Revenant?
Like the fancy word for ghost, yeah.
Right.
No, it weren't a ghost. It was proper like he was kitted out in one of them tuxes and snacking on a canopy.
It's a canopy.
Hmm.
Gooba, you need to know everything.
Revenant is supposedly a terrorist
Okay.
group. You've never heard of
I
them?
can barely keep track of my
So
own
hardly
name, so.
terrifying. They're more of an obscurist
You're
group.
smart.
Nothing. You've heard nothing about this group.
No, and neither have you.
Uh-oh. That sounded like a threat, Gooba. What do you think?
I don't know anything.
Tell me something good.
Tell me something good.
I need to know, are you really who you say you are?
Why?
That means no.
It does. I'm a friend, and I did save your life back there. Doesn't that buy me a bit of goodwill?
Agreeing to find my suitcase was nice. I'd hardly call that saving my life.
I was perfectly happy in my routine. Taking jobs, making money, crumpets. Everything that could be good was good. Then I met you. Went out of my way to keep you present tense, and yet the sass. You want to know about me? Tell me about you. Until you're ready to do that, leave me alone.
Dude, you're
I'm
a stranger.
not leaving until you tell me what's going on.
Great. I enjoy your company.
Okay,
I'll go to Bearsden.
we do. But I want to see if we can get... I don't remember how we get down. Okay, well, let's go to Bearsden. Oh,
Hey, pal. You just
oh
blowing from
thank you,
Stupid Town?
Lufisha. Welcome in. Hope you're having a lovely day, night, evening, morning, whatever time it is. Sheet the follow.
I hit you once, I'll hit you again. Are you looking for a smack?
Moira, I really need to talk to you. It's important.
If you want to talk, come back with some food. Oh, that accent. Are you an American?
Yes.
You don't know anything about Scottish food. I'll give you simple names. Get me the oatmeal parfait, turnips and potatoes, haddock, and a bit of fudge if you would.
I was trying to figure out what this is. It's a doorbell.
Oh.
It took me a little while. A cute little cottage. The millennial dream.
Owning property.
Yes. Okay, she want a bit of fudge.
A bit fudge. Hey, Nancy.
Hey.
Hey, Nancy.
Oh, I was just gonna say that.
Thank-
Jinx.
Thanks for joining us.
You're in Scotland?
How did you know?
Never mind how I know. That's not the point. You're deflecting.
Guilty.
You don't have my permission to be in Scotland.
None of
Come
my
home
buttons
right
are
now.
working.
Your permission? I think I'm a little too old for that.
What you're too
How old is
for
Nancy in
running
this game?
headfirst into a dangerous situation and leaving the rest of us to clean up after you.
What is with
Oh, there's
you
an
right
ad
now?
going on.
Calm down.
Nancy, you don't get it. I'm not angry at you.
Could have fooled me.
I'm scared. Please, just come home.
Why are you being so difficult?
Nancy, if I help you, I'm pushing you right to whoever has lured you there.
I can handle myself.
Your mother said the same thing.
Yeah, Nancy being 18, like... Okay, I guess you're old enough, I guess. But still, like, parents are gonna worry.
Yeah.
Who is Moira Chisholm?
Stay away from her.
My source at Cathedral wants me to find her.
Cathedral? I don't know what to tell you then.
Can I have Mom's notes?
No.
It might be helpful.
I bet it would be extremely helpful, but no, you really can't. They're gone.
Gone? Where?
I shredded them.
You what?
Remember when you picked the lock on that filing cabinet?
Which one?
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. To my knowledge, it was just the one.
I mean, which one? The only one ever? That one?
I knew you were looking for her notes, so I shredded everything.
So, it's all lost?
It's all lost.
How could you do that?
I thought it might prevent you from doing what you're doing right now.
That was dumb of you.
Goodbye.
Jeez, Dad. So stupid.
What else?
Haven't done that. Haven't done that. Check.
Oh
Haven't
yeah,
done that.
food. Okay, she said. Are you kidding me? Okay, I was like, what the fuck? Okay. As an Asian with typical Asian parents, this part makes me cringe kinda. I can never talk to my parents like that, even at my age of 27. Yeah, there's definitely cultural differences going on. Nancy, Dad, wait, I need to parkour on the hotel roof. I think I see a quarter. Exactly. Hi, Joe. You want to take over for a little bit? Figure
Yeah.
out what we need?
So we need an oatmeal parfait, turnips, potatoes, haddock, and fudge.
Did it.
So, oatmeal parfait.
So pros and codes. I have seen so many Nancy streamers play that game. What is it? So I remember a bit of fudge. That's all I got. Tablet.
Oh, crap. There's too much happening.
So a bit of fudge. Fudge like. She's gonna deal with it.
Now to get everything Moira asked for.
Yeah, you got it, Joe.
Great. That's one of the things on her list. Now to get the rest.
Okay, I wanna appreciate the food. Okay, appreciate it.
Good. Let me know if you need more time.
Okay, I will. Oatmeal parfait, turnips and potatoes. Oatmeal parfait. Oat cakes. No. Turnips and potatoes. Neeps and tatties. Gooba.
Favorite.
Got it. Neeps and tatties. Hey, I was appreciating that.
Or later.
Okay. Pros and codes equals the Egyptian hieroglyph puzzles in Nancy Drew. Oh, okay. So you like to torture yourself. so you hate yourself.
You hate being happy.
So like Gooba, you enjoy being sad. Okay, got it. 100%. I will avoid that game. No, I don't mind that. That puzzle in The Lost Queen. My gosh. I'm here. What are we doing?
Looking for...
Oatmeal parfait. Wait, what was that? Cream parfait with honey, oatmeal, and berries. Cranachan. Oh, we know what a parfait is. My gosh.
Have you appreciated?
Huh?
Have you appreciated the food enough?
Not yet. Okay, now.
Okay.
I love how Nancy doesn't save it for later. She'll straight up eat it all and never get sick like in past games. Yeah. But it has nice music that makes you feel cozy. I'm gonna have to look up the soundtrack. I always use auto-translate when I can, yeah.
Smoked haddock.
That's fair. I feel like when I play Tomb of the Lost Queen, I'll give the first couple a good shot, but there are just so many of that kind of puzzle in the game that auto-translate is used when I play.
Alright, have you appreciated
Yeah, I don't need
Loki's?
to appreciate that.
You sure?
Yeah, no.
Alright.
That's everything. Now to Bear's Den to deliver this to Moira.
Look at your little basket, Gooba. Look at that.
That's so nice.
There's a lot of smokies. Alright, to Bear's Den. You're doing great, Gooba.
Thanks.
No problem.
All right, I got what you wanted. Now please, I need to talk to you about my mother. Her name was Kate Drew.
Nancy, I had no idea. I would never have.
Please come in.
And I'm treating you like a common DoorDash.
Just visiting.
Your mother would shrug a bit whenever she was lying. Now I see it's genetic.
You knew my mother? Kate Drew?
Quite well. We wrote for the same newspaper. I knew you too.
What?
There's a photo. Go on, take a look.
That's me?
Indeed it is. Believe it or not, I was once your favorite person in the world. And mainly because I snuck you sweets when Kate and Carson weren't looking.
I'm so sorry. I just don't remember.
I guess I didn't really expect you to. You were quite small the last time I saw you. See that tea set?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You'll notice the lack of teacups. That's because you broke every single cup.
Sorry I was an accidental terror.
Ha! Accidental. Please, get back here. Nothing accidental about it. You'd make eye contact, grin that vicious little grin you had, and smash! Then you'd laugh like it was the funniest thing in the whole world.
Oh, I must have been a nightmare.
Yeah, you were.
Sorry?
You have no idea.
Okay, so who lets a kid play with a glass teacup?
Who is that?
That though.
The Drews,
Was
apparently.
anyone following you?
Not that I know of.
Hide.
Now.
Gooba.
What's going on?
Oh god. Okay.
Hide.
Okay.
No.
I enjoy word-based puzzles like hieroglyphs and drop quote. Yeah, I don't mind that.
And don't make a
I'm
sound.
just being a little,
No matter what you
little
hear.
thinker.
Shh. There's a safe behind the breaker. Look under the teapot. Follow what you find to the safe house.
Safe house? What's going on?
If it's starting again, no one can know you're here. Oh, gentlemen, you must be here to abduct me. Oh, come, is that really nasty?
That was a nice touch.
I like it. Back when I played this, I made Nancy run back and forth in the train station while passing Alec, being like, "Hey, Alec, getting my steps in. Bye, Alec." Meanwhile, the guy behind Moira's store, Amazon delivery. Yeah, literally, she just had a package coming.
This must be the number Moira referenced for the fuses.
5.
Fuses. I don't even know about the fuse. Play the beat. Drop a sick
No.
rap diss track about
Nope.
Moira.
Nope.
Hey,
You know my thoughts on freestyle.
her name is Moira. She gonna annoy ya.
All right, it's been fun. Bye, guys. This is a sick beat.
I ain't trying to play with your emotions. Ain't no Toya. What's this from? What game is this from, Gooba?
Deadly Device. Huh?
You're right, yeah. Gooba.
I know stuff.
Thank you, Nancy versus Nancy. Thank
Is that
you.
all we have up here is records.
Just the records? Okay, fine. Listen to this track. Girl away. Alright.
Alright.
Alright, we done listening to tracks? Is that the same one?
Yeah. I think we've been.
Tell me what to do.
I would never.
Alright. What was the number again?
185.
This is why I keep you around.
Very specific. This.
Yes.
Alright, I'll take it.
Cute little place. I'm gonna steal this book.
Oh my god. I
You
just
remember?
remembered.
The visceral reaction from Gooba. The sheer regret and terror he has now after choosing to play this game.
Oh.
I love how Moira is the DJ and she plays Deadly Devices parties. I mean, it's a top tier soundtrack, Joe. Imagine Moira going to like a birthday, a quinceanera, a wedding, and she's just playing Nancy to your Deadly Device music. I mean, please. Gooba, please play that at my birthday.
Okay.
Speaking of Tim, yeah. Moira, let's hear it for the bride and groom. Place danger from a deadly device. Nancy, I'm gonna take this 300-page book and keep it in my purse.
I need to flip the fuses to equal the number from the teapot.
One of my favorite, like, Nancy having Mary Poppins style bag is when she has a manhole in Danger by Design. She just carries a manhole cover. Those things are heavy.
Yeah.
So heavy. Like, let me just put it next to my lava lamp. Okay. Gooba, would you like? Try.
I think you're doing alright so far.
What do you think the chances of me clicking randomly?
I mean, most of the time that's what it looks like you're doing, and you usually get the right amount, so.
Listen to this track. Girl, the way I move, got me in a trance. Is that how it goes? Is that how it goes, Cuba?
It's something like that.
Wait, what was the number?
185.
I was trying to get 135. I was like, I got it. Oh. 85.
There we go.
Cool.
Good job.
Thanks.
This must be for the safe house in Loch Lomond.
All right. You want to play Moira or Kate? Jetpack, you should do a skit where you're trying to take something out of your purse. It's literally just Nancy Drew. I know. I'm imagining Moira's hometown power is going on and off because Nancy's flicking these switches. Okay, so that reminds me. So we have one of those Google Homes, and yes, 100% aware it's gonna like kill us one day, but we have it. And so we have our lights set up, so you tell it, turn off the lights when we're going to bed. And so every night I say, turn off all the lights in the world, just for this like little chance. I'm just hoping that one day somebody messed up at Google and she turns off every single light in the universe. Because when we tell her that, she's like, turning off 2 lights. And I just want her once to say, turning off 1,836,000,000. I just want it to happen one day.
I just imagine hearing a giant like meow.
Just the whole world. Breaking news. Worldwide blackout. Traced to one assistant in a Chicago home. That's my dream.
All right, you can be Kate.
Okay.
I'll be more.
Thank you for the letters. I'm fine now. To be honest, I let the letters build up. I won't smooth that over with excuses. I know it's not your fault everything went south, but I don't think it's likely I'll be returning. I'm sorry that's where I've landed, but you know why. I'll still look for your letters in the mail, and you can look for mine in the post. If you leave the live, I've got a room for you here. I know you won't. I regret bringing you in more than anything. Carson's fine. Still spits fire at the mention of your name, which I'm sure will make you smile a bit. Nancy's good like she always is. She's picked up my habit of asking strangers the exact questions she shouldn't. It makes Carson nuts, but it cracks me up. Okay. Oh, this one's me. Excuse me. And the world went dark. People refuses to turn the lights back on. Yeah. Just like, I just want to hit the cheat code one night. Okay. I do still have my notes. You'll find them at the safe house. You must know that curiosity is twisting neurons into knots of pure agitation. That's fine. I'll let that happen. So, okay, I'm realizing we're not going to have Moira's letters.
Oh, okay.
Because she sent them. So, I don't know.
We're just reading Kate's perspective.
You're a monster. So, all right, I have to know a little. No names, okay? Just tell me about the pattern. Was I right? Has it started up again? I have this. Here you go, you get this one.
All right, let me know a little. Just a date. Don't send anything else. It's not the same date, but I know this handwriting. Is it R? I can't come back in. I am not coming back in. Not a word to Carson or anyone in Cathedral, but look. Here's what's still weird to... Pattern we spotted. Why was it gone for so long? The night of the wave break, did we really hit too close to home on that one? If so, that accounts for the long silence. I mean, it's been years since we've caught anything. So did we scare them into silence for a minute there? Or did we just lose the thread at that point? I'll help you for the time being, but you've got to get another analyst on board, okay? I've got enough of the notes in my head, but I need you to hit me with the specific dates and locations for all the events. We subscribe to 3 papers, you can guess which one. Drop everything into the want ads. I'm a sucker for the Lonely Hearts ad. Give me a reason to read them.
So I just imagine she's like, she writes this really like smutty Lonely Hearts column, and at the end it's like, by the way. Just drops a tidbit at the end. Cute ads. Sad though. I remember what we learned in school, and then again in interrogation training, that every joke travels with a bit of truth in its pocket. Moira, you're clearly lonely. I realize I'm the last person on Earth who should give relationship advice. Ooh, what's that mean? What's up with Kate and Daddy Drew?
I don't know.
As I'm the benefactor of an obscene amount of what my mother called love luck, Carson dropped into my life, and that's that. I'm still waiting for the other shoe to drop squarely on my nose. Luck like this is unnerving. You know, when I approached you with that job at the paper, I hope this doesn't cheapen our friendship in your eyes, but I made a project of you. You were so brutally competitive, and populate your own list of compliments. You know what I think of you. I set my mark on you, and you on me. We became close friends, graduated, parted ways. I kept reading your work. You were still so much better with words than I could hope to be. When your article stopped appearing, I got very worried. I searched for your byline everywhere, found nothing, and I found out why. My heart went out to you. Michael would be furious with you right now, you know. He loved you, and the last thing he'd ever want for you is sit the rest of your life out. I helped you back on your feet because I couldn't think of a better person to do that. The same for me when my time to fall flat on my face come around. By the way, you were hilariously suspicious at first. Can't say I blame you. Losing Michael was a kick to the gut, and anyone who looks you in the eye could see you waiting for the next blow to land. You found your way back, got writing again, and that look you had then, you still have it today. If true love means never having to say you're sorry, then true friendship between reporters means never having to break out the grease pencil. What does that mean?
I have no idea.
Fine. Here it is one last time. He's dead, you're not. Go to his grave tomorrow and say goodbye. He loved you, and if he had a voice to speak, it would beg you to stop torturing yourself. Back to the numbers. I'm selling a bunch of used garden equipment in the papers of record. Tell me if you think I got it right. Okay.
I heard you loud and clear. Drive at your own chosen speed. But the numbers, how sure are you that I'm right? Alright, this situation is bad. Stand by. The next letter is going to come to you via courier. Tune in to the declaration of our growth.
I wonder what I'll need to open up this box.
Yeah, I don't see 42069 available. One's gonna be harder to crack.
Yeah.
Just leave
Maybe
it,
you
Nancy.
can spell it out.
Why does Nancy choose to take certain things and leave other things? Why?
I don't know.
Why? Why not take that? You stole a book. A random book we don't even know we'll need. Did you turn the air up?
Are you chilled?
Chat.
Actually, I turned the temperature up earlier because I was cold.
Oh my goodness.
No, it's usually the opposite.
Okay, would you be a doll?
I'll be a person.
Would you be a doll though? And turn up the slide a bit? I would appreciate that.
Give us a break.
Yeah.
That's probably good. Thank you.
All right, I'll tell you about myself if I can get some answers in return.
Thank you. Why are you here?
I want to learn more about my mother. All right, what do you really do for a living?
Exactly what I told you. What do you want to know about your mother?
She left home one day. I don't know why. My dad begged her not to go, and she didn't listen. She died here. I don't think it was an accident.
Why not?
No, my turn. Is someone paying you to keep an eye on me?
That's enough. That was fun.
It sure was. Thanks, buddy.
Great time.
Okay, so we have a safe house key, Loch Lomond. I don't want to make more cookies first. I want to make a couple more cookies. Would you like to join me, Gooba?
Do I have a choice?
No.
Okay. Trying to find earlier in chat somebody said that what's the guy's name?
Alec?
Alec said that he looks like he would smell like cologne. Find who that comment. I think it'd be cheap cologne too.
What's going on? Oh, Brittany Marie, hello. Brit Raid. You love making Nancy, I was talking about you earlier, how you maxed out the cookie order. Hey Raiders.
Hey guys, thank you so much for joining.
I know Candy Gooba is here.
I'm here.
I trapped him.
I exist.
Hang on. Trying to shout out. What were you guys guys playing? Let me.
Hey, pal. just
You have a
blocked
lot
and
of
slip it down?
extra letters in your name.
Hey, pal. You just
I did
blocked
it.
and
I think I did it. No! Crystal Skull. Gooba, help!
I'll do the shout out.
Thank you so much for the follows. Thank you, Brittany Marie, Stevens Christ. Love the name. Appreciate you. We're just, vibing with some cookies. Talking about how, when Nancy versus Nancy was playing this one,
There we go.
learned the cookie max, you know? Did I do this? Thank you, Gooba.
No problem.
Crystal Skull's a good one. Crystal Skull's a good one.
Oh,
Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
We did
oh, yeah.
the
Oh,
we
yeah.
did a video on that one.
We did a YouTube playthrough.
Mhm.
Did do that.
That's a fun one.
Teddy
Still
bear.
don't get the hype on what's his name?
Oh, Lana, what is it? Liza Minnelli?
Henry, yeah, Liza Minnelli.
Oh my gosh, a 7+ hour stream, I don't know. My butt could never.
Yeah,
I would need a butt stretching break. Not ooh. Didn't sound right. I would need a break to stretch myself. Okay, never mind. Not that kind of stream, please. You can't make any more than $9.99. Back to the cookies. Back to the cookies. Once that came out of my mouth, I was like, no.
That wasn't. I shouldn't have
No.
said that.
You want to take one?
Yeah, I'll do one.
Want to do one?
Okay.
Oh, that's a cute one.
So we got some orange bowls.
These remind me of those, like, smackers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking? Uncrustables.
I'll do one more.
All right, go for it.
Ooh, this is a tough one.
Liza Minnelli is hilarious. It was like, the first time he played that, he was like, that looks like an actress. I was like, okay, whatever. We kept playing, and then all of a sudden he stopped. He was like, Liza Minnelli.
Oh wait, no.
Took mini breaks throughout. Okay, yeah. Yeah, butt stretching stream, that's the OnlyFans. You can't get that on Twitch.
I think that's right.
It looks great. Okay, make one what you would order. I want to see what you're gonna order.
Okay. Where are all these?
Liza Minnelli has your whole heart. Yes.
I
there
need
you
to know
go.
what these flavors are. So that's probably like charity. Yeah.
Cherry.
Cherry.
Ooh, we like it. I was thinking strawberry.
Ooh, yeah, probably strawberry, orange, grape,
Lemon lime. Lemon lime.
Okay. They probably cherry with
Dead.
some blue sprinkles. This is just like frosting.
I think so. And I was literally thinking, I was like, what is he doing? The cookie order is so different.
Because I'm doing my own thing.
Yeah. That's toothpaste.
Oh, good. What I wanted.
Well, I'm feeling tired from it. Yeah. Thank you so much for rating. Appreciate ya. Get your rest. Do whatever you gotta do. Appreciate you coming by.
Oh, wait. There we go. That's
Serve it.
Not quite right.
All right.
that is my cookie.
I want some purple. And then I'm gonna put some white frosting. Then I'm gonna put this on top. Then I'm gonna put more frosting. That might look weird. It looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Very simple cookie.
That's what I'm gonna do.
All right.
That's my cookie.
How is there such a thing as a wrong
Okay, we'll do one more for real.
Okay.
Circle. Wrinkles. I'm gonna get 10. Got 10.
If I do say
Alright.
so myself?
But do say.
What
Not
do
a
you do?
Jay-Z.
Huh.
How what?
What is that
don't
from?
really know.
Forget.
I guess I'm
What do you
something of a
say,
detective.
myself?
Freelance.
That's the coolest! Do you have a gun?
No, I don't.
A badge?
I did in my
Nope.
first mystery.
Trilby?
Sorry.
You should at least have a proper trench and trilby if you're going to be in a detective game. How did you end up becoming a detective?
I guess I just have trouble leaving questions unanswered.
Unless you're talking to me.
Touche.
Thank you very much.
So, okay, Revenant and the MI5 told Nancy, "Hey, don't trust anybody. Don't talk to anybody." And he's like, "I'm a detective. My name's Nancy."
I'm here undercover. Don't tell anyone, though.
It's like Dora the Explorer. "Hi, I'm Nancy. Do you see the Revenant?"
Do you know who killed my mom?
Goodbye.
Bye.
Soy Nancy.
Can you say murder? What
Kinda-
is murder in Spanish?
I have no idea.
What am I doing? Loch Lomond. Oh, flashback.
Let's go find the Loch Ness Monster.
Let's do it. I believe in you, Gooba. Only you.
Well,
We need walkie-talkies.
come in, Nancy. Big sad news coming down the pike. Breaker, Smokey,
Do you even have
Niner.
any idea how selfish you're being right now?
Nancy, is everything okay?
Carson found Kate's
Bess.
OnlyFans.
Something's going on. It's bad.
Sneak down and listen.
How could you do this to me?
No, you're not doing this.
See,
Keep it down.
You made me a promise.
you wouldn't be back on that site.
What do you want me to tell Nancy? Huh? That her mom doesn't care enough about her to stay? Just leave then. Run off to Scotland.
Oh, grow up.
She has a
Carson.
shoot in Scotland.
I'm coming over.
Bess is a real one, though. What triggered that flashback? Nancy's just like... Nancy's a lot like you. She's like, okay, I'm in a train, got nothing to do, my phone's dead. Let me think of my saddest memory. Go. Yeah,
See,
that's
I
sad.
feel like I would need, like, I think I would need my phone because I'd probably be listening to sad music.
Yeah.
And, like, staring out the window thinking, like,
Okay, that's what it is. That's the trigger. Nancy's
Like-
feeling her music video moment. You know? There's a little bit of rain trickling down.
did you ever do that as a kid
Yes.
in the car?
Yes.
You had, like, some sad music on your headphones. You're just looking out at, like, rain going down the window.
A couple of the most, like, middle-class, stereotypical bitches here. And we're like, damn, life, man.
Life.
8 years old, and we're like, shit.
Listening to the Numb by Linkin Park, just thinking, like, fuck, man. Life is so messed up.
Pretending you were in the music video. Yes.
Yep.
Yes. It was either doing that or you using your fingers to, like, do parkour over, like, other cars and stuff.
Yep.
We really all had the same childhood.
We really did.
Hey, pal.
What's going on?
You just blowing from stupid
Thank
town?
you, BPC. How do you say BPC?
It's locked.
I have a childhood thought that
BPC.
I think might be somewhat unique. So, you know when you're driving down the highway and you go under an overpass, there's like a grass hill that goes up the side of it.
Oh, what
So
are you
it's like,
talking about?
or there's, if you're on the highway and then there's a bridge going over you, normally like on the side of the road, that it like makes a hill up
Okay.
to the.
Yes.
I always imagine seeing like someone on a
Ramping.
dirt bike
Oh, and
ramping over those.
Heck yeah.
I don't. That's like what I always pictured as a kid.
That's fun. I like that Gooba.
Kick his ass.
What is it? Each other's faces. What is it? What is that
I don't know
from?
if I can say that. On
Okay, yeah, don't
screen.
say it. Don't say it.
It's from a. It's from
Oh.
the show The League
Yeah. I remember.
during a wrestling event.
Oh, I nailed it. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, BPC. You did the parkour thing, but pretended it was a horse. Yeah. That's some Barbie riding club shit. Have you guys played that game? I still have it. I need to try to get it to work.
I feel like everyone played that. I'm pretty sure I played that game.
You played Barbie Riding Club?
I think so.
It's so
I played
hard for me.
some Barbie horse game.
Okay, but no. It's not Barbie Riding Club, okay? It's not just some horse game, okay? Gooba.
How many horse games does Barbie have?
Are you
Probably
kidding me?
like
Probably a lot.
Yeah.
I have tried to shoot a compound bow. My gosh.
I want to learn to shoot a bow.
Cannot.
So cool. Not to hunt or anything. I just want to learn to do it. Just shoot at targets.
It reminds me. So Gooba is I'm gonna out you here. He's turning 30. And
That
so
is-
I did this thing where it's 30 days of 30. So I took like one of those tri-fold presentation boards. I cut holes in it, plugged the holes with paper or plastic cups, covered it with tissue paper. And so I got him this toy crossbow that I was intending for him to shoot into the cups to pick a random gift. So he got 30 gifts in 30 days. Well, that thing is so powerful. It like knocked
Should I
over
go
my
get it?
You can get it, yeah.
I'm gonna go
It like knocked over the board. It went through the like poster board. It is not a child's toy. Yeah, Beezus, thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate you coming by. And I'll see you next time.
Alright, so I'm not gonna shoot.
Don't shoot it. It would
No, I'm not gonna shoot it, but these are they're like rubber tipped arrows. Just like,
just shoot it like
Alright, so this is with nothing in it, just
it's
That's so
it's powerful. And I am so excited to take it out like into the middle of nowhere and shooting it. It was not what I expected. So now he's just poking holes through the cups.
Yeah. Because, well, I mean, I think I hit one the first time.
You
but then
did, yeah.
The second time I missed like 3 in a row.
Yeah.
And just kept knocking all the cups out of the
To
board.
get this open.
Andy says 30 is fun.
Thank you, Candy.
Kate Mazing and Moynificent. Twist of Kate. Shy. So bad. What? Moira's better. What a lark. Not a bullseye. There's a mystery. Wait, that is a mystery horse? It's a. Oh, wait, yeah, it's something with like. Do you solve mysteries? It's been so long. I have the CD. I need to try to get it going.
Let's give this a shot.
What are we trying to get? Oh my. Well, got that.
I think the high score was like 37.
Was it?
Yeah.
I am terrible. You can take the next stab at it,
Oh, I will.
Goobatron.
We weren't gonna brush past this.
Give it the old razzle dazzle.
Not bad. Bet I can get an even higher.
Yeah,
score.
37. Okay. But you're up. Nancy, come on. You're lame. Put your name something cool. Just click over there, I believe. Yeah.
Dang.
Takes a little warming up. You're gonna do great. I believe in you, Gooba.
Not starting out very well.
You kind of gotta, like, mess around one round to get the timing figured out.
That was way early.
Yeah, I'm judging you for that one.
Okay, see.
Gonna do it again? Go for it. Doodaloo. Ooh, look at
Give me
that.
that.
That's how you do it, Gooba. You can pull it back early, yeah. Really high.
Looks like that one.
You need your eyes checked.
I know.
Do you?
Probably.
Got this. There you go.
There we go.
This one feels harder than it should be. Yeah. It really does.
Right. I'm okay with that.
Alright, let's see. Jet. Oh my. Oh my. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Better. Okay.
There
Heck
you
yeah.
go.
Still didn't beat it though.
But you're getting closer. You're tied with second place.
Am I? You can just get all 10s.
Still slow.
There we go. Ooh, that was too late. It's a quick one. Ooh. I'm hoping this will be it.
There you go.
Yes. By 10. Yay!
Did it.
Take that, Mom.
I'm pretty pleased with this development.
And she can't come back and beat my score.
My high score forever.
Suck it. One more for good measure.
If you keep hitting it, does anything happen?
I don't think so. Might get an achievement. And hit it a few more times for good measure.
Yep.
It's such a weird shape. I've never seen like a punching bag with arms. Like, what's the purpose? Are you really gonna punch somebody in their arm?
I've seen like wrestling dummies.
That makes sense, you know? You gotta like pin the arms and stuff like that. But with a punching bag? It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, 5 more for good measure. 5. 4. Right in the face. 3. In the right arm.
You're not
or
even
left arm.
punching. It's open-handed slap.
He's like, eh. I don't know how many I said.
You said 5.
I know, but I don't know what I'm at.
I think you're over.
1 more for good measure.
Okay.
Where's my achievement, damn it? No, turn around. Turn around. Every now and then. I'm in. Nancy, you had the key. I'm in. Another book. Stolen. Mary Queen of Scots. Fireplace is plastic. That's a terrible thing to make a fireplace out of.
That is awful.
It's a cute little, you know, place to be. What do you think, Gooba?
Aside from there being no
I need to
windows.
figure out how to press these stones.
Cozy.
in the
I mean,
right
it's a
order.
safe house.
Yeah.
What if I guessed it right? Would you be amazed? You'd be like, wow, Jetpack.
I mean, looked like you were doing pretty good there for a second.
I don't think it, like, I don't
Oh,
think,
it doesn't
yeah.
like track it.
I mean,
through
yeah, I
his
got
guesses.
it. Yeah.
Something about tuning in. I should figure out what station she meant.
Didn't? Thought our mom said it. It's been a hard trip, but I'm having some fun. I made cookies, did a little archery, and saw some bagpipes. Oh, we kept the letters, huh? Tune into the Declaration of Arbroath. Not that one. Declaration. This one. April 1320. This is really cool.
They even have the spy music and everything.
Yes. Yes.
That's some Spy Kid shit.
Yes. My high school was a wrestling legacy school, and they didn't have those. Ooh, see?
Well, maybe I'm wrong about that.
Nancy, come see me. I've put a card in your safe. Your password is your room number times the price of a serving of haggis at the deli outside the hotel.
Why?
Why not?
Okay, our room number plus the price of haggis, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nancy, I made it through all right, and I am back home. The situation here is worse than I feared. If you're staying, be careful and keep your head down, Moira. I've asked very nicely at the desk, and now I have your phone number. How great is that, Bridget?
They should not have done that.
I love that we have, like, the signature. Remember doing that on your phone?
No, because I didn't get, like, texting until after that was kind of done.
Oh, no, I feel for you.
We had limited kind of texting until I was sophomore or junior in high school.
Tragedy.
Yeah.
It took too many characters, and I couldn't text till senior year. Okay, yeah, you guys are in the same boat. Tragedy. I don't remember what I think I just, like, had a bunch of, like, squiggly lines and asterisks, and then my name.
Yeah.
It
Your, like,
really wasn't that
signature
cool.
thing?
What?
Your signature?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, you get to pick the ring back, Gooba.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'll go through them for you.
Holding Roxy like a baby.
Oh, the baby. We have standard phone. Gong. A pony.
Okay.
Tiger King. The noise thing. Never mind. I was gonna make a joke, but it was a bad taste. What do you think, Gooba?
Let's go horse.
Horse?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, horse guy. For our OG Barbie Riding Club. Ooh. That's some lo-fi shit.
I don't think I'm relaxed here.
I know. It sounded like I was getting abducted by aliens.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, I'll let you choose between wood blocks, and future.
Future.
Alright. Let's do that. Enhance.
The Jabberwocky. I knew that was important.
Remember what we used to say. If we ever need to run, beware the Jabberwock, my son. Thinking about that poem today and the colorful language. Nancy just has an edit with curse words. I'm stuck, and you're stuck listening to me think out loud. The name means something. Colony, colony. I've looked at every colony I could think of. Maybe the name is a joke, or maybe it's a reference to how colonists come in small numbers, with superior technology and authority, and they take over. Or maybe it's bees? Maybe bees?
Maybe it's bees?
Maybe it's the way to kill the queen and keep the hive, not the literal queen. If there are MI5 eyes on this, nobody panic. It's a metaphor. Or would be if it made more sense. What I keep coming back to are those events. I knew I was onto something when I started following the story at the Standard. I knew I was really onto something when Cathedral was as interested as I was. But that was years back. Why haven't I figured it out yet? I have a fever. I do some of my best and worst thinking with a fever. You know that? This is either the former of the latter, or the latter. No clue. Why did it stop so suddenly? That's what scares me. Pretend you're a bad guy for a second. You now have this ability to make groups of unrelated strangers react in a somewhat predictable fashion. You spend years perfecting it, and then once your proof of concept is completed, you're not going to just walk away from that. Now think about this, and think about Colony. The ultimate attempt at a... Oh, thank you, DJ Twin Gamers. Has it really been 3 months? Oh, thank you. 3 months. The ultimate attempt at a bloodless coup. Remember when we sat in on the epidemiology report? It takes about 20% of the population to become infected at the same time to cripple a city. I need to sleep. This is like much. Would you mind giving DJ Twin Gamers a shout out? I would appreciate it.
Would not mind.
You're a peach.
One bit.
Gooba's a peach. I'm thinking about the future uses of Colony. I need to. It's my job, but I hate it. It's too terrible. Give a man a hammer, he'll build a house, because he can. Give that same man a sledgehammer, he'll knock the walls out of that house, because he can't help himself. I knew this reminded me of something the way Revenant acts. The way they play with people. Remember the article I wrote about Edward Bernays, the pioneer of public relations? I know you remember because you begged me to shut up about it. But I was stuck on it. Sigmund Freud's nephew takes everything he learns from his uncle and applies that understanding of human weakness in a very large-scale manner. Bernays knew what drives us, and he taught advertisers how to harness and redirect those drives to the highest bidder. You know that feeling you have when you need something at the store, but can't figure out why. That's him. What if someone wanted to harness that same power, but on a larger scale? What if someone wanted to redraw the map of the world without wars, but by just convincing us that we need to? Oh my gosh, this is giving me mega vibes. whatever it is we're told. I know I sound crazy. You don't, girl. I used to think Revenant was crazy, but what if I'm right? What if they really are experimenting? A way to wage war without war would be noble, if it weren't so scary at the same time. Gooba wears a lot of hats, both a peach and a doll. I'd call him that all the time.
I'm never a person.
Never a person. Only a peach and a doll. You want to take this one?
I'm running now. Put the scientist and family on a plane. Play the pipes. Read the letters as they appear from left to right. It's done. I stopped it. Until R pulls out the city, I'm in huge danger. You are too. If they find me, you have to burn everything. Not even the agency can be trusted. Take it all offline. You'll be caught and they'll burn you, but you know you owe me this. If I'm not around to drive all the nails into Colony's coffin, you have to. At cafe you hate, leaving through the kitchen. Live or die, this...
Literal...
Sad right
There you go. That's why Gooba picked this one.
They got that sad.
Tap, 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 tap. My go-tos. Enhance. That, like, drone noise would drive me insane.
But that, like the humming?
Yeah. That. Like a mask that should be in Kapu Cave. Okay, what's up?
Haven't done that.
Oh, we need to get the key from Ewan. Ew.
Check. That's can't check that. Check. That's done. Did that. Check. Haven't done that. Haven't done that. Check.
Check.
There we go. Alright, track down a color copy of the Jabberwocky. Get the key from my room and check in with Ewan. Figure out how to use Mom's note in the Queen Mary book.
Can't check that off.
Open the locked box and we're safe. Track down and more information about Mom's past. Okay, I think we do have the stuff for the fireplace already. There's a, what was it, Billy Big Mouth singing bass? What was that?
Yeah, I think it was like Billy.
Yeah, okay. So the book or the note says fireplace equals plastic. Right? Oopsies. So I'm gonna take a picture of this. Ain't nobody got time to draw that. Okay, and then we're gonna type in plastic. So P L A.
Bottom right.
Thank you. E I
I thought it didn't give it.
I know,
a
I did
second.
too. I was like, what? Okay.
I need to figure out the password.
I'm gonna try 420. I'm just kidding. It's too long for that gag.
It never gets old.
Never. Okay.
Check.
Let us try to get the key to Ewan. So our room number is 727. You said plus the price of what? Haddock?
Haggis.
Haggis. 727 plus haggis.
Which gross sounding.
5. So 729? Wait. What was our room?
727.
727?
I think so.
Then I'm wrong.
Go to. Oh, it was 5.
Yeah, 727. Okay, so it'd be 732? Is that how you do math? No, wait. Doing. Gotta get in the safe.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
My luggage. Alec must have had it delivered.
Okay, I need to do this before I forget, Nancy. My gosh.
Mom's stuff is missing. Did Alec take it?
It's upsetting that they didn't put the horse shirt in here.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually rude.
What did Ewan say was the code to get in here again?
Oops. Or is it? Gooba, help. Where?
Go to the safe. My room number times the price.
Times.
Oh, okay.
Gooba, help me out here. 727 times 5. 1,000.
36.
Thank you. Lock is
Thank the
locked.
calculator.
Thank you, calculator. Back up, Nancy.
What's that?
Nancy really saw that.
That is not normal. I need to take a closer look at her room.
I kind of wish it would have appeared like as you were kind of like looking this way instead. Because it just seems like such a stretch.
That it would just appear in the mirror.
Like she saw a flash in the mirror, so she thought, "Oh, let me turn around, look across the way." You know, it just.
I need to find a way across the courtyard.
Okay, Nancy. You know what I mean? You picking up what I'm putting down, Gooba?
Catch him when you throw.
Yeah, you are.
I need to use the key card Ewan gave me to activate this panel.
Go.
That's new. It must be part of Cathedral security.
Boop.
Go, gadget, elevator.
Ah, Nancy, what's up? Pretty impressive, huh?
Are you my
Pretty
Cathedral
impressive.
contact?
My code name is Ewan. And before you ask, no, I did not choose it. Would have chosen something better. Shadow, Blizzard, or some better word that doesn't also sound like a name you'd give a horse.
I don't know. I feel like you would name a horse Shadow or Blizzard too.
Yeah. That probably sounds like more of a...
Yeah.
Those sound like better horse names than you.
Yeah.
Can you look into Alec Fell for me?
Aye.
Yeah, you do it, please. Thank you. He's like, I. Get it?
Yes, you.
There you go.
Good joke.
Good joke.
Top
Do you
tier.
have anything
Top
that
tier
can help
humor.
Me keep an eye on Bridget?
It was my hype, man.
Not as such. Unless... You're not afraid of heights now, are you? check this out. Find a bow, and you can use this to zip across the courtyard. It's not safe, but it is fun.
So they have this, but they don't have a bow for me. Okay, got it.
Well, luckily we're already a master archer.
True. True, we just beat the high score. That means we can do this.
Why was the attack centered on Glasgow?
We wondered that as well. It took us too long. We had that special vanity that made us think our lives were more important than anyone else's. And that blinded us to the obvious. It was Glasgow because someone here wanted to play a risky game. When Revenant sees someone they think could be pointed in a direction they find advantageous, they drop a trail of breadcrumbs.
We shout out Candy.
We
shout her out. Candygram.
Or
I always
shout out.
forget like who we do and who we don't.
Is there anything you could tell me about Bridget?
That girl upstairs. I ran
Like
her
that, right?
background on a hunch.
And?
Yeah.
Nothing. Try not to let her become collateral damage. She seems
Right.
sweet.
Yeah, I try to like remember to shout people out as they come in. It's just like sometimes I just forget.
Is Cathedral a part of MI5?
It is, and yet it is not.
I understand.
And yet you don't.
I love duplicity. And yet,
You hate it.
there's my girl.
Don't say that to
I
me.
like your style.
I didn't like that.
But
No, I genuinely do.
Don't call me. Don't call me your girl.
what exactly do you do here?
In the intelligence game, the dumb ones get manipulated, and the clever ones get buried.
And the particularly clever ones?
Well, they win, of course. But that's most likely not you. No offense, it's not me either.
I like how their idea of spy setup is like accounting software and
Just a map of the world.
Of the world.
There's no like indicators on
No.
it. It's
my
just
phone.
all gray.
All
What do you
gray.
think is sending them?
I've been
They're like,
trying to track
everybody's
the
a
source of the
threat.
message. Grats await the mysterious stranger who coded that monstrosity.
Grats. Do people say that? Grats await. Like congrats.
I've never heard that.
Do you know who
He's me.
Kate Drew was?
Aye, we all do. I know she's your mom. You can call her that.
So she really wasn't a reporter?
She was, and was quite good. But she was also one of ours.
A spy?
You know who he looks like?
Aye.
What or who was she spying on?
He looks
And
like
you'd want to know. I gave you basic
one of the
clues from
villains
context.
in the Harry Potter
There's a station set up
series.
along the wall.
The one who like licks his lip a lot weirdly.
Oh.
And he got like arrested in that.
Oh. Name.
How did my mom stop the
You know
attack?
how I am
Goblet
with
of Fire.
Mother
Huh?
isolated
It was
the
in
man
Goblet of
interested
Fire.
in the attack. And of course he knew
You
nothing.
know how I am with
Had
like
nothing that
names.
could lead back to Revenant. All he could say was whatever he needed had a way of appearing. And the same person never visited him twice.
Oh, this is
No
gonna
one
bother
knew
me.
what they
I've
were
seen that
bringing
so
in,
many times.
Or why. It was perfectly
Doesn't it look like him though?
Yeah.
decentralized.
Same guy who played Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what exactly does Revenant want?
Back in the days of mud huts and the like,
Mud
some
huts.
years the harvests would be light. Sometimes, when that happened, two kings would meet and plan a war to thin their flocks. Then, no one would ever know of their failures.
That
That's
true?
what Revenant wants.
I have no
They
idea.
It
don't
sounds
want
so
to
on
take over
par.
the world. They want to keep it.
I feel like that's what the world's doing right now.
Why are you my contact?
In order to do my job, I have to have top information clearance. But I'm not an agent per se. Civilian liaison work often falls to me. If you're asking what that means, you may not like the answer.
You're the babysitter.
May not?
Absolutely won't. You're not considered a player. You're considered an asset. You're more or less on your own. You get to chat with me, and that's it.
Fear. Nice try. Nice try, Fear.
Who is Revenant?
We do not know exactly. That's just what we're calling him.
I'm seeing a pattern.
That pattern is called chaos. Simply put, they're the bad guys.
I didn't even
Less
think about it.
simply put,
And this
Yeah.
game
I thought they actually
You thought
did
it was
it.
real?
Yeah.
you're the mouse.
You got Gooba Fear.
Yeah.
You
they're
got
the
him.
trap.
I should have kept quiet. I should have let him do it.
I mean, you're kind of like You're the one playing.
No.
I think it would have been you.
No.
Are
You
the one who
did.
sent
You
me
got
the
Gooba
message to
fear.
Come to Scotland?
No.
Do you
Yeah, he
know
tricked
who
me.
did?
Nope.
Do you know why?
Yes, in fact I do. Someone thinks you have special insight into the secrets that were lost with Kate Drew.
I don't.
Kate
Or
Drew.
perhaps
Kate
you do.
Drew.
How about you get caught up on the basics
I don't know
first
why.
before making up your mind?
It's driving me nuts that his keyboard is like hanging off the desk.
Yeah.
I feel like they tried to do that to be like he's got like this messy desk because he's too focused on
Yeah,
spy
maybe.
shit. But it's literally just like an angled keyboard and an empty notepad.
Right. And then a phone with like geriatric sized numbers.
Yeah.
Oh, Simply Caleb, what's up?
Thank you so much for the raid.
Yeah, Kale Storm
Welcome in,
incoming.
Hailstorm, that's a good one.
You wanna give him a shout out?
Oh yeah.
Appreciate you coming by. I was creeping on your Danger Deception Island earlier.
What is your role with Cathedral?
I'm the watcher in the wires. I protect the
Thank you,
status quo,
Gooba.
and
What's up,
for the
Sea
time
Turtle
being,
Jet Ski? We're cousins. Did you know that I have a cousin on Twitch?
Really?
No. But yes.
Wait,
Jet Ski.
Yeah,
he's
okay.
here. He's here.
I am present. It's okay.
Those of you who don't know, I'm Jetpack,
I am Gooba.
and every once in a while I wrangle Gooba into streaming Nancy Drew. I am a lifelong Nancy Drew fan. I have been playing them since I was about 8 years old, and I have sucked Gooba into the fandom like no other. I force him to make YouTube videos, shorts, TikToks. So yeah.
I'm a fan of the series as well.
He's happy to be here. Stream cousins, yes.
What
Thus.
do you mean by protect the status quo?
Society rides on a rail, like a trolley. The rails are solid and modest and predictable. Those are your desk types. They get married, they have some kids, buy a house they can't afford, and never again are they unpredictable, or interesting, or alive even. But the
millennial
line,
dream.
the third rail, that's what drives the world forward.
The
People that
house?
have a charge running through them. They move the world forward, or they try to destroy it. I make sure that won't happen.
Right.
Scared me.
Goodbye.
Bye.
You just finished it? Oh my gosh. Plot twist, right? If anyone else hasn't played it. Huh?
That's a great one.
Yeah. It's classic.
Roxy.
Her maiden name was Austin.
Roxy.
You showing off, little stinker?
Hey, pal.
Thank you for the follow, Lunar Nooner. Oh my gosh, I love that. Lunar Nooner.
Lunar.
I love it.
That's an awesome.
I love it. Okay. Lark is certified and requires no looking after. Harrier requested Condor to be allowed restricted clearance but briefed only as necessary, and that Kestrel was granted no clearance and was not to brief. I think Nancy's Kestrel, and I think Condor is Carson, aka Daddy Golf Ball.
Daddy Golf Ball.
I was convinced since the opening scene I knew who it was and I was wrong. Yes. I love when they get you like that. Colony operation remains one of the more baffling foiled terrorist attacks in recent times. The details of the attack are so bizarre that many believe Cathedral is sitting on a large cache of information about the failed attack. To our dismay, this is not the case. All colony details have been released to the public and are as follows. High level, a biological attack intended to weaken a city, allowing an outside force to realign the governing power structure without use of the military. The attack was biological in nature and was intended to be non-lethal. The aim of the attack appears to be political in nature, although little is known beyond this point. The social control interpretation of the attack remains a favorite theory of most analysts. It is believed that the colony operation was a dry run for a larger program Revenant is rumored to be developing. Popular theory asserts Revenant is attempting to perfect a non-military method of regime change. Dun dun dun. Oh yeah, run away. I appreciate you, Raiden. Run away from any spoilers. So, I hope you have a lovely night. and appreciate you. Take care of yourself. Mechanism. A specially developed viral element will be released into a dense urban population, resulting in an acute destabilization of the government and authoritative bodies. The attack relies upon a particularly precise formula in order to be effective. The virus must affect at least 40% of the population for a period of not less than 2 weeks. The onset must be immediate, the symptoms severe, and the casualty count must remain low enough to avoid a backlash within the population. The viral agent must also include an off switch to avoid any further expected complications and to assure herd immunity will not develop, rendering the formula useless in other instances. This reminds me of a Forensic Files episode where this crazy group of I think they were even considered a cult.
Mm-hmm.
They took, what is that? Salmonella. Concentrated salmonella. They took it to the restaurants, sprayed it on salad bars, and they did a test with one restaurant. And so many people got sick. I think a couple people died, a couple of the older people, but they got sick. But it was a test run. What they wanted to do is on election day, they wanted to spray it on doorknobs around town, or just before election day.
Yeah.
Doorknobs around town. Salad bars, food things, whatever. So people couldn't go out and vote. Yes, so they could vote their own little people in. Isn't that crazy?
That's insane.
Yes. And they got caught, of course. But still, crazy.
Wow.
Crazy. Okay, here is Robin. Ned Nickerson. Nedgar, Nedwin, Nedstifer, Nedley, Nedward, Neddard, him. Kestrel's boyfriend of many years, Robin's loyalty and honesty make him an unlikely target for any individuals of Kestrel. Nedstifer. Bess Marvin, Magpie. What?
That's a funny name.
Magpie.
Yeah.
Swift's cousin, trusted confidant, lacks judgment but displays above average intuition. Easily manipulated, but her candid nature makes her unlikely target for any individuals attempting to influence Kestrel. AKA Swift. Magpie's cousin, trusted confidant, shows strong mechanical and engineering abilities and is watch-listed by a number of civilian organizations following her innovative work at the Jovic Center for Advanced Mechanical Study. She's on a watch list? I think they mean for scholarships, but it makes it sound very nefarious.
It does sound a lot more sinister.
It makes it sound like she's on a no-fly list. we go through her trash, basically.
George, what are you getting into?
Yeah. Moira. Lark. Dishonorably discharged. Details of the discharge remain sealed. Records pertaining to her whereabouts are not to be requested or to be nor distributed. Kate's last days. Nothing is known about Kate's last days before the crash. Following her return trip to Scotland, she quickly went off the grid to pursue a set of leads that remain undefined. It is believed that she was instrumental in running the colony operation offline. There's a lot, and I really wish they didn't organize it like this.
Yeah.
This is, I get it. I love spy vibes. Immaculate. Chef's kiss. But I can't deal with everything rotating. I don't know what I read. I don't know what I didn't read. Anna, aka Osprey. Osprey? Has not been briefed. Considered non-active. Wait, is she a spy too? Makes it sound like she's a spy. She's non-active.
Yeah.
I mean, we could activate her at any time.
But as of right now,
Not
she's
active.
not. Frank's.
Oh, where's Frank at?
Right there.
Oh, thank you. Frank Hardy. Mwah, 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 mwah. Operative. Mwah. Oh, redacted. I guess that's the...
Status redacted.
Is known to this and other intelligence agencies. Trusted but not briefed. Strong connection to Kestrel. Strong
Connection.
Strong. Redacted. Operative. Redacted. Is known to this and other intelligence agencies. Trusted but not briefed. Extremely proficient tactician. So Frank's a weak point. Is that what they're telling me?
Proficient tactician. That makes it sound
He's good.
intelligent.
Frank's not dumb. Or
I know.
Joe's not dumb.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got you.
It made him sound like
Genius level.
Yeah.
Yeah. Colony formula. The formula has been lost following the chaos of the colony event. Harrier was instructed to intercept the final formula if possible. It is not known if this formula was in fact preserved. The colony scientists. A number of scientists were conscripted by Revenant. Only 2 have not been properly debriefed following the event. One has since been found dead, of seemingly natural causes. The other vanished without a trace shortly before Harrier's death. All involved scientists were eligible for placement in a secure relocation. If the remaining biologist involved in the creation of the formula was placed in relocation, he may currently be a target. Hence, I don't know if we read everything. That looks like we did.
Yeah.
Maybe not this. You gonna take this one?
Kate Drew first appeared on the Cathedral radar following a series of articles she wrote for the Glasgow Standard. Her ability to cut through high volumes of information quickly became apparent as her career progressed. At this point, she was contacted by our agents. Kate was brought on board after only one step into what is generally a multi-step process when she was given a test subject specifically trained by the Cathedral to interview. As far as the applicant is concerned, this interview is meant to test their ability to differentiate between stated facts, stated assumption, and stated disinformation. Before the interview progressed beyond the control portion, Kate had discovered the hidden camera, microphone, and the true purpose of the interview. She was hired on the spot. It is recommended that Kate eventually move into field work, though her primary position with Cathedral will be as an analyst. Kate's ability to see the patterns in large data sets paired with her intuition make her an ideal asset. Her unique interaction style may make her a wild card in the field, but more often than not, her blunt approach will give direct access to.
You're supposed to know what this means?
I don't think so. Yet.
Cool spy gear.
I want it.
Careful.
Okay.
Keep tabs on Bridget. See if you can
Excuse me.
On Bridget.
Bridget.
What exactly was the colony operation?
The idea was simple. Manufacture a disaster. In this case, it was the release of a virus designed not to kill, but to incapacitate, pushing the city into a state of disaster. That's stage 1.
What's stage 2?
As far as we understood, if the Glasgow cell carried out the first stage, Revenant would take over.
Okay, what would they do next?
They'd send in support, put the city back on its feet, and in the days that follow, seize all positions of authority under the guise of emergency action. Drive the stake in the ground, so to speak, and never give back what was taken. Colony was a bit tongue-in-cheek, operations name-wise. It wasn't about shifting a population, it was about shifting power. It was about obedience.
So I feel like when I first played this game, I was like, nobody would do that. And now I'm like, somebody would do that.
This
So
would
why is the
absolutely
colony
happen.
operation starting again?
Yep.
Still not sure. Here's the theory. Just like the good guys figured out Revenant existed, so did some bad guys. And maybe they thought, what if we follow the old script?
like,
Will they show up
type,
and
type,
play
type,
their
I'm in.
part? Which is pretty cute if you think about it. Almost like a seance to
Dream.
conjure a ghost.
I still don't understand why Revenant would want to carry out an attack like this.
They do not care.
I do not care.
Does not make sense.
They don't. They are playing the long game.
What long game?
I would kill to find out.
Would you?
It seems like Revenant was obsessed with getting the formula correct.
This
Why?
was a
Formula's
choice.
important. Too deadly. Obviously a problem. Revenant will not show
It's
up
gotta
unless
sit in
you
this
hit the sweet spot.
gray
They're
underground
interested in
room.
using this as a test
all
load
day.
to
Yeah.
Gotta add some
rack
color
up
in.
civilian casualties. Too easy to fight off, then it's just a cold. You need to knock 3/4 of the city under a pile of blankets. Then you're home free.
What about children, the elderly, people who are already sick?
You know, I don't want to think about that. Back to the formula. If the operation is running again, there is most likely a lab working on an approximation of the virus. Getting everything in place for when the proper formula is available.
Once it is, how long would it take to be unleashed?
Depends on a lot of factors. Quicker than anyone
Seems
would
like a
like.
little much to
If
be
anyone
like
was
just
found
telling
by original
Nancy,
scientists
right?
Or the original formula.
First, what you want to do is like,
If they find both,
they'll have it ready almost instantaneously.
this one's weird in the fact that like it doesn't keep the last dialogue up.
Yeah.
It just, you can't reread it. You got to choose something new.
how do I get into the glass storage case?
The storage locking mechanism is half broken, and I can't get it to open unless it's all the way fixed.
If you get it back online, can I give it a try?
Knock yourself out.
Is it true that Revenant only allows others to act for them?
Let's hope so. If not, then we're terrible at our jobs. The truth is, we think they're us. Imagine what you could do with these resources if your aim went askew.
Terrorism is coming from inside the house.
What does Revenant want?
The crazy thing is, what they want makes sense.
Uh-oh.
Do not tell anyone I said that.
Not a popular opinion, I'm guessing.
That one rarely gets asked to the dance. What they want.
Can you imagine phrasing it like that?
What do you
Like,
mean?
that's an unpopular opinion. That one rarely gets asked to the dance.
Who gets what? Who leads? Who follows?
I'm gonna start using it.
You'd make a lot
Like, I
of
get what that
changes.
means, but that's just...
Right.
But as the lesson of every sci-fi movie where robots become
I guess the modern one would be like,
and our flaws lie our
nobody
perfections.
swipes right on that one. Right?
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
Goodbye.
Hey.
Oh, we got more seats.
But
It's
those
probably
chairs
code
are-
to the game or something. What?
Maybe I'm not. Like, it looks like the chairs are facing...
Kinda,
Maybe.
but I think they're not.
Oh, okay.
Because if you look at this one,
Hmm.
they look comfy. They look like chairs.
Yeah.
The mainframe. Hot or cold, Gooba?
It's at the perfect temperature.
Oh, nice. Hot or cold?
Cold.
Whoa, I better watch the temperatures.
Stop messing with that.
Sorry, I'm guessing that alarm means something a little bad is happening?
Really, Nancy?
Servers are getting a bit hot. That alarm triggers when I need to cool them down. If
But
they
we
overheat,
lowered it.
Everything gets fried.
So you have to go back there and reset it every time the alarm goes off?
Aye.
We turned that...
We turned it down.
Yeah.
I'll
You
let
in?
you go.
See
Maybe
you
they
later.
assume that you're gonna turn it up first.
Seems like an awful big assumption. 50% wrong. Am I right? I am.
So?
Oh, cool. Cool.
Dun dun.
It's alright.
Time for a new test.
I failed the last one, though.
Lines on the trash compactor at the station, and you will be rewarded.
I don't
will.
wanna.
Do you want to do that or no?
No, we're just gonna not obey any of
Okay,
their
cool.
demands.
Alright, Gooba, you're up.
Okay, it's this window.
Just click. There you go. Now it's the real test. I don't think, yeah, I think it's like,
Dead on.
yeah.
Got it.
How?
Because we're really good at that, Gooba. This was really cool. And we
Yeah.
get to see Nancy's arms. Get the thing out of the way.
You have to see Nancy's arms.
Need to be quick about
I
it.
would shit
Bridget will
myself.
be back at any second.
I would shit myself.
Especially going directly at a
Straight
closed
up
window.
weird. She's tracking my movements? I think I'd
Gonna
better
slam
find out
right into
more
that.
before I
Yeah.
confront her about this.
McLaughlin. That's fun.
All right. Let's see what Bridget's up to.
Here we go, Gooba.
Okay, I need to use
Oh,
the
I hate
McLaughlin
this one.
pattern here.
sucks.
Oh, Gooba, tell us about your.
So it was a good day.
I'll do this if you can talk.
Okay. So finished. All right, uploaded a new video.
You did.
Today. It's scheduled to come out on Thursday. I don't want to give away what it is, but I will say that it pertains to Last of Us 2. So.
Shocker.
Yeah. Oh, right. Who would have thought?
Not me.
But I'm excited about that one. I think get to work tomorrow on And the Life of Roxy video. What else? So I started a podcast with my buddy Justin. He's been in chat a few times. I think his username on here is Scary Mom. But yeah, good friend of mine from like high school. Both been into video games, but just don't get to talk about them as much as we would like to anymore. So we both decided that we were gonna start doing a podcast together. And he actually has a YouTube channel as well. It's under Justin Games. But yeah, I think the first 2 episodes are already up on there, so that'll be a fun little side project. How we doing on this?
I fudged it.
Oh no. I cannot. Like, I really struggled with.
Hey, what do we got messed up here? Oh. They're supposed to be colored in.
So now do you have to?
Yeah. Yeah. Is it, Gooba? Is it? It's not.
Probably not.
No.
Does this one have a time limit?
Yes, it does.
Added pressure on.
The pressure is on, Gooba. Okay.
What else has been?
I don't know.
A lot of gaming news. Summer showcases. Want to come back to this later?
No. No. I mispressed. No, I'm depressed. Oh my gosh.
Really funny though.
No.
Made a funny.
Where's pain? Oh my gosh, that was painful. I'm so irritated. I'm leaving.
Okay.
Google, shut up. Swear. I fucking swear, Google.
No one noticed the wire going across there?
Or like the freaking lady zooming across the courtyard.
Yeah.
Can't believe that happened. I'm so upset.
We'll go back to it.
I'm gonna go back now.
Okay.
I'm gonna kick his ass. Get me over there.
You can do it. Do you have to shoot it again? Oh no.
Let me save the game real quick.
Art.
I was gonna.
Phone puzzle. F you. No, that works. I think that's good.
I was trying to put fuck at the end. Give it a little extra something.
Little extra pizzazz.
Throw the old razzle dazzle on her.
Yeah.
I think I was really close before I realized that, you know, these have to be colored in black. It's just not the absence of color. That one.
Yep.
So Gooba. Anyway.
So, going on. Why is it that when you put me on the spot,
You never
I can't
know what
think
to
of
say.
anything to say.
Never.
Let's see here.
Is there any games coming out you're excited for?
Yes.
There you go.
Thank you. You,
A nice
you always know how to
prompt.
get me
I always
back on
prompt you. Like,
so
Gooba, speak.
probably the next one that's coming out that I'm really excited for is Stray. Now, if you don't know what that is, you play as a cat in a world of robots.
Which is fun.
And it's exactly what it sounds like. You can, you're literally just a cat and you just jump around, like, very agile. You can, like, do cat stuff. I don't know.
Hell yeah.
I think there's some sort of combat with it as well. Like, there's these little frog-looking creatures that, like, chase you, and I think you have, like, a little like thing on your back.
Spider cat?
Something like, I don't know. I'm not really.
Wait a second. No. Never mind. Go ahead. Sorry.
So yeah, that's coming out in a couple weeks, I think. They announced the remake of The Last of Us 1.
Yes.
Which
that's big for you.
It is big. I've said for a long time that I did not think that was necessary. Because the first one looks incredible still, even the PS3 version. We've got the Last of Us remastered on PS4 that still looks fantastic. But I think their reasoning was that they wanted to have a version of the game that matched up with the visuals of The Last of Us Part 2, which I do understand. I also, like, it definitely wasn't necessary, but it will be exciting to see a modern version of it. And obviously I pre-ordered it on.
Obviously.
I have to have it. Oh, no question about it. What else? They wrapped on the HBO Last of Us series, so that'll be coming out hopefully next year. That's exciting.
Okay, I might be close with this, so I'm gonna save it.
Yeah, what? This year was kind of a weird year for game announcements and stuff because E3 got canceled. So it's kind of just been taken over by Summer Game Fest and like all of the individual showcases, so there wasn't a whole lot of stuff that really excited me this. The gaming announcements.
What am I missing? Shut up, Revenant. I swear to fuck. Okay. Go away.
Okay, fine. Up. I just imagine the guy with the voice changer like, hello?
Hello. I was still threatening you. Hello.
Hey, guys, I think she...
I think she hung up. Well, yeah, I know she hung up. There's nobody on the other line, Carl.
Oh, these blue
Where?
ones.
What?
They need to be
What
above
about?
the green. These blue bars.
Oh
Big ones.
shit! Yeah. Yellow.
Is she
Yeah.
dead drop?
We did it.
Thank you, Gooba.
Intercept the package.
Confirm second payment received on your end. Waiting for next move. Look behind the words that burns. A found kiss. I know the place. Turn and walk. Run. Get me out of here. Get me out. Get me out. Nancy, I swear to fuck.
I'm gonna save. Don't have to do that again. Puzzle, bro.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Gooba.
I'm here for.
Still did that.
Check, 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 check. So there are two types of Nancy players. Those who spam click the task list and those who do not. Can you tell which one I am?
Still have to do
We
that.
are taskless spammers.
We are
this household.
spammers in this bitch. Excuse me.
You're excused.
I burped.
You will be forgiven this time.
I've been robbed!
What? What happened?
Someone broke into my room!
Yeah, that was me.
What was taken?
My money?
Just your money?
What if Nancy's like, I didn't take your money?
Well,
Oh.
money's-
Oh.
Sorry, just trying to see
whoops.
how I can help.
Sorry.
Have you ever heard of Revenant?
Are you a spy or something?
No, just something I overheard.
How do you know that has relation to
I guess a
spies?
spy wouldn't just ask a stranger that. Well, not a good spy. Revenant's supposed to be this terrorist organization, but they tapped out 10 years ago.
They
Now it's
tapped out.
just the psychos that talk about him. Keeps their psychotic minds busy, which is either very good or very bad.
Jinkies.
I just saw a group of men in suits.
Nancy, that's
head toward your room.
sexist.
They look like spies or something.
What?
Drop that accent real quick. I'm a little...
Is she there?
I need
Oh,
to
this
slide
one
a
will
tray of
drive you
canisters
yeah,
out.
insane. This puzzle right here, Gooba. You want to take it or you want me to
Not
hit?
really.
I'll handle her. Yeah, she a wily bitch. Did I not describe puzzles as that?
I don't know.
Okay, maybe I got this. Dude, usually that puzzle drives me insane.
I don't. You're really good at just like doing things, like figuring it out.
That's how I think. I have to be hands-on. I cannot like have somebody talk at me, tell me how to do something. I have to be doing it myself.
I need to complete this myself to see what Bridget was up to.
Fill a blue bag with a final payment of 35 euros. Place the bag inside the trash bin next to this bench. Exit the area and return later. Your equipment will be waiting for you in the trash bin. Oh
Good
yeah.
thing we're rich as fuck.
I need to find a bag.
Oh yeah, blue bag. Any idea?
Maybe at the
still
in the thing.
Yeah.
In the
Check that off.
Bingo,
souvenirs.
Gooba.
This should work for the dead drop.
Seems like kind of a ridiculous vending situation.
Mhm.
There's literally one.
Yeah.
Like now they're out. They're out.
And what's stopping? Like, if there are more in stock, like
True.
what's stopping someone from just taking them all
True.
once they open the locker?
Right? I have hilarious tales. Come listen. Want anything else, Gooba? I'll buy whatever you want.
The jackal. Like a pop figure.
Yeah, it does, huh? Isn't it cute?
Yeah. Put it on the desk.
Here it is. What's up, B?
Where were you? I wasn't sure if you had a party or if you got murdered.
Both.
Those are
Either
two
way, it
very
would've been
different.
Nice to be invited.
Right.
I went to spend a little time at a cabin.
Went to a
Who
murder
just
party.
goes to a cabin by themselves?
We
Shut
already
up.
talked.
Did
like
you bring Alec?
You know Alec?
I know he's not into me, but now I see why.
Alec did not come
Basically.
with me. And how do you know
Well.
about him anyway?
I'm
Huh?
not
Did
here
the
to
hair
judge.
flip?
Oh.
Well,
There's nothing to
well.
Let me check the docket. May I refer you to the case of Tree versus Nancy and Alec? Tree alleges K-I-S-S.
Ugh, enough.
Oh, fine, I believe you. I'm just jealous. ING.
I like how
Enough.
they did that.
I have a boring boyfriend at home, thank you.
I have a perfectly run-of-the-mill vanilla man waiting for me in the States.
What are you really up to? You've been tracking me since I arrived. I bet your name isn't even really Bridget.
No, your name isn't Bridget.
Oh my gosh, got me.
Oh.
You really?
Bitch.
Why are you
Wow.
asking me
Got
so
us.
many questions?
Ah, thank you. I am so sick of that accent. And I am so sick of you.
Go home, Nancy Drew.
Otherwise, you will die.
She literally cracked so fast.
Yeah.
We're like, your name's not Bridget. Your name's not Bridget. I'm a spy. Like, so fast.
Can't check that off yet.
Can't check.
Can't check that off yet.
Do we put the money in the thing?
Put the money.
In the trash.
Dead drop dead. I'll give it some time and see what happens next.
Let's just wait.
Where are they?
Okay. Maybe if we make a cookie and have our backs turned.
It's a masterpiece.
Some of this, some of that, some of this, some of that. Nope. Oopsies. Some of that. Bam.
I want cookies.
You too, dude. Where can we get cookies at this hour?
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
There are insomnia cookies.
Oh yeah, there is. Is that why they named it that? Because they're like all hours?
I think so.
Yeah.
Not bad, if I do say so
They're
myself.
not like amazing,
But they're open late.
but they're passable cookies for your
Right.
your late night fix.
It's like Tinder. They're available.
At all hours.
It's open.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Not your first choice.
What are you trying to say?
Not
I can
bad,
explain.
If I do say so myself.
All I'm saying is you're better than Tinder.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Hard. What? What was
Huh?
that?
What? This close one? Oh, I mean, I almost didn't get 10.
Oh,
10.
right.
It was a
Of course.
close call with the cookie.
Of course.
That's what I meant.
Yes, obviously.
That's what I meant about that. Heard it? I'm a cookie fiend.
Got it.
Look at that.
Look at that fucking cookie.
Look at that delicious ass cookie. Only, how many hundreds to go?
9, 8.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
They pick it up?
Nope. They actually leave the area.
Dang. Alec.
Alec.
Thank you for finding my suitcase.
I hope you don't mind. I took a peek inside to confirm it was yours. I
See
gotta
my
say,
thong?
If you're so attached to your mom's jeans, why did you take them on an international flight?
Those are mine.
Get
Oh.
fucking owned,
Yeah.
Nancy.
Hey,
Okay, mom jeans
you
are
look
back.
nice
I know.
today, he said
At the
with
time,
a
I don't think they
humble
were
smile.
at this time though.
Let's just
They were
move
not.
on. There was a poem in my
But Nancy is an
suitcase.
icon.
It's missing.
What are
He's
you
ahead of the
talking about?
game.
There was nothing like that in there?
20 years ahead.
Not
Right.
that I saw.
She's so far back that she's ahead.
Why are you still hanging out here?
I'm a big fan of announcements. And I gotta love a shrill beep now and again. Wait for it. Ah?
Who
Not very
doesn't?
shrill.
I need to kick off at a second sometimes, and I get sick of rushing over. Then, it grew on me. I like watching travelers, trying to imagine the worlds they carry with them in their heads, and I got a thing for the crumpets here.
Where are they
I could have
selling
been a great
crumpets?
professor
Yeah.
of psychology, but I never could
Want
sit in a
some
chair,
crumpets?
now could I?
I think it's like a scone, isn't it? Like an English muffin, maybe?
To the Googler.
To the Google! Who's
Have you been sending
hungry?
me messages?
No. And the way you say that makes me think these aren't your standard messages.
You could say that.
It looks like a cookie.
If anyone is threatening
Oh.
you, I need to know right
Small
now.
griddled
Why?
bread made from an unsweetened
No, that looks like an
batter.
English muffin.
I don't find that particularly
Yeah.
reassuring
That is-
since I'm not sure who is after me.
You know what? I've had
Hey,
crumpets
I mean,
before. They
ask
sell
you
them at
about
Trader
that.
Joe's.
Right now,
Really?
you and I have about the same
They
amount
trigger
of
my
information.
fear, my
Unless
great
you
dislike of
actually know
holes.
something.
Yeah?
Of,
clustered
like,
together.
porous things.
Huh?
Of like porous
Yeah.
things.
Talk
Okay.
to you later.
Tryptophobia.
Tryptophobia. Okay.
Whatever it is. It just, like, they call it a fear of that, but it just really makes my skin crawl and it makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of it. I just hate it with every fiber of my being.
Like how I feel about spiders.
Yeah. Does it just make your skin crawl?
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Still can't check that off yet. Haven't done that.
Oh yeah, we still need that. Oh, let's call Daddy golf ball.
Golf ball.
See?
I'm stuck here.
What do you mean?
My passport has been revoked.
Daddy Drew's on a no-fly list.
I don't know. I'm working on it, but I'm not surprised. The world your mom moved in.
Yeah, when were you going to tell me about that?
I can't fix this for you.
I'm not asking you to fix things for me.
I'm not helping you.
Dad,
Daddy,
before Mom
when are you
left,
gonna let me go out
why
on
were you
my
two fighting?
own?
Father.
If you're not going to listen to reason, you're on your own.
Look, I know you're mad at
What
me.
is it?
Mad at you?
Let me
You're not
leave
even
to
in the
be
right
on my
ballpark.
Oh, I
own.
have the
I'm
whole
not being
world to
stubborn.
see.
I
Yeah,
can't
that's it.
encourage you.
Icon.
I can only ask you to please stop.
No.
Why were you and Mom
I do what I
fighting?
want.
She wanted to go to Scotland. I knew it was going to be
Pass.
dangerous.
Why did she want to go?
That was classified. I don't know.
But you knew it was dangerous.
I knew. Your mom was like you. She put the needs of others in front of her own. I knew Glasgow needed too much. I knew she'd give too much.
Okay.
You say she cared so much. Why did she leave? I'm not a kid. It's time to tell me.
Nancy, drop it.
No, I won't. This is why you won't tell me anything. You've always told me how she had this big heart. But what about me?
Is that what you think?
Should it be?
She left for you. For me too.
You saved the
Because she would
world,
walk the
Nancy.
fire if it meant that the
You're being a
world you
real
grew up
Ned.
was even slightly better. I
Ned
think she
Brayton.
thought
She's
she
being
had
a
it.
total
Maybe she did
fucking
have it.
Ned.
Such a Ned.
I knew when I married your mother.
This
that
is such a
nothing would ever
Ned
be the same
move.
again.
Okay.
You didn't get to choose like I did, but that's family for you.
Do you know anything about Cathedral?
I know your mom worked for them as an analyst.
Are they really a legitimate agency?
Yes, they really are. But you're not going to find out much about them beyond what's available to the public, which isn't much.
Can I trust them?
Much as you can trust anyone, I guess.
Well, I just told this girl I was a detective.
I don't understand anything about this attack.
I bet. I know it had your mother obsessed for a very long time. She couldn't figure it out either. She was sure it was part of some long-term
She just told you? She just blabbed?
Yep.
What?
That's where she stopped.
I guess I'd
She
tell
never had
you,
enough
but then again, I'm not a
information to put
spy,
things together.
so...
Maybe that's why you're not a spy.
Oh, that's what it is. They definitely vetted me. Did you know I had an interview with the IRS?
No, yeah, you might have told me that.
And they were like, how do you feel about carrying a gun? I was like, to do audits? What? It was a
Am I
fun
going
time.
to war?
It was a fun experience.
Yeah.
But I think we're gonna go ahead and call it here. Let me get us out of here. Okay, see you next time.
Bye,
Bye.